Good morning, everyone! I hope everyone is having a good morning. So I've just been sat here getting really confused because stuff didn't look like it normally did, and I was like, what have I done wrong? And then I've realised I've got the wrong thing on the different screen. So well, I was like, why can't I read chat well? Oh yeah, because I have it like all the way over there, that's why. Oh dear, I hope you're doing well though. Good morning, welcome on in. Good morning, and Cthulhu, good morning, and Scott, good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me just get my keyboard out of view. Over there. There we go. And then I did add the collector screen. Hello, it's a bit dark today. I have actually got my lights on, but it's I'm gonna guess it's the weather. Because it's been raining really, really hard this morning. So I apologize if it looks like it's becoming nighttime. That's how I woke up. I woke up and I was like, man, it's still dark. It must be like 4 in the morning. And I was like 8. Oh, okay. We've had such sunny days recently. It's like you almost forget what it's like to wake up to the rain. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I don't really have too much to report over the weekend other than I kept cracking away at the stuff we were doing. I do want to, Crackle, the winner of the VTuber giveaway, I would like to work on their model a little bit on stream. I just want to get a little bit further first because we're still at the very early stages, but hopefully we can work on that on stream at some point so you guys can kind of see their design coming to life. It's very cool. I think you guys will like it. And then we've also got our VTuber to rig, but I'm putting that at a lower priority right now just so I can get some of Crackle's work done. Yeah! Hi, Go! I hope you're good. I enjoyed your stream last night. If you weren't there even, Go and Dem were playing, well, I don't remember what the name of the game was. Was it Dying Light? What I remember what you were playing was The Floor is Made of Lava. I don't necessarily remember as much about the game as I remember about you trying not to touch the floor. Oh dear, but it was very fun to watch. Oh dear, nice tunes. The Dying Light, it was Dying Light. Okay, I was gonna say, I think it's that, but I wasn't focused on that, to be quite honest. Oh dear, glad you joined. I did, it was a lovely stream. Oh dear, obviously I had to go into lurk because it was getting a little bit late. Definitely didn't touch the ground. No, definitely not. I saw Dem do it a lot though. Oh my god, Dem did it. Dem was like, oh yeah, I'm calling out every time I touch the ground, and then they'd look at the camera like... Oh dear, but not Goat though. Goat never touched the ground. Didn't even see it one time. Oh dear. Yeah, I've been cracking on with the embroidery, with all that kind of stuff. You can actually kind of see it on the mannequin now, because I've got my camera shifted a little bit. But yeah, I think, so I'm currently smocking the last of the light purple pieces, which is exciting because it means one arm is pretty close to being done, but we do still have the dark purple arm, so we're getting there. The light purple, this will be the 9th piece. There's 9 pieces per arm of all different sizes. Once the smocking on this bit is done, that is all the smocking in light purple. That being said, on the dark purple side of things, we have only 4 pieces smocked, so I still have 5 pieces to go. But we are very much over halfway, and we are getting pretty close to finishing, and so because I don't know if I might be going for December this year, I'm still kind of up in the air on it. Although we have found a way that we could do it pretty cheap. I'm thinking about it because I don't want to rush this to the extent where it doesn't turn out as I like it, but at the same time, if I could do it before December, that would be kind of fun. So yes, I'm considering my options right now of whether or not I just go a little harder and keep pushing it a bit further and maybe don't get distracted by other cosplayers for a while, or if I like I'll just do like a year and a half and that's fine, which is what I originally was going to do. So we'll see. I'm still thinking about it. I've been timing myself a little bit more off stream. I guess that's why it doesn't really seem like I'm doing very much. I'm doing sections and I'm timing myself to see how quickly I can do it if I don't take breaks. So like for instance, if I did this piece, so just the embroidery down one side, how long does that take? And then when I go back and bead it, how long does that take on top of it? If I do it off stream, I am a lot quicker, surprise to no one probably, but it's still a very slow process. So I'm weighing up my options at the moment. I think I could do it before December, but I do think it'd be very close. But we'll see, because this is literally the first item of clothing and it's taking this long, so...
Shorts. Me.
Shorts. Me.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shifty. I don't know about you, did you wake up sleepy this morning as well? When I woke up, it was like tipping down with rain, and so it was really, really dark outside. Oh, sorry. Really dark outside. So when I woke up, I was like, oh, it must be, you know, later, or earlier even than I think it is. And then I looked, I was like, it's nearly 8. And it's just that the sun probably has come up, but it's raining so fast that I can't see it. Really sleepy, yeah, same. I woke up very disorientated. Faster without chat distraction? No way. I know, crazy, right? Crazy. Although to be fair, I am working on other things at the same time, because I have Deimos's VTuber is ready for rigging, but again, Deimos knows they're on the back burner just because I've got the competition one to do first. So I need to get Deimos's rigged after I finish Crackle's art and rigging, which should probably take a couple weeks. And then after Deimos's rigging, it's my rigging. We got a lot. Ah, dear. And then, yeah, with this as well, and then... Oh, there was something else. Oh, yeah. I should probably mention this. I'm going to do a test stream on YouTube this afternoon. You do not need to come, but I thought I should mention it because I felt like if I go live tomorrow, people were like, why didn't you say it? It's like, because I didn't want anyone to turn up. It's a test stream. But I will be doing a test stream on YouTube later today. If you weren't here last month, I kind of expressed interest in streaming on other platforms as well as Twitch. It's not for growth. It's basically to spread myself or somewhere else so that if anything does happen to Twitch, I have a backup, because my hobby is streaming and I would be quite upset if I then had no way of communicating via streaming with anyone. So I'm planning on streaming a couple days a week on YouTube just so that I have that consistent, just in case anything does happen with Twitch. I don't think that it will, to be honest. I think Twitch will probably stray for at least quite a while. But just in case, especially with the stuff that's happened this year, I'd rather have a backup. So I'm just gonna do a stream or two on YouTube a week. Good morning, Anime. So I need to have a drink. I don't know if you can tell, my voice has been a bit shot like the last, I wanna say this weekend in general. I was a bit upset on Saturday and I think it just set me off, to be honest. Emotions, right? What are you gonna do? I got Pepsi. I had this yesterday and I didn't drink it, so I figured I'd have it today. You'll be there? Will you not be at work, Shifty? Oh dear. Which ones are you planning on streaming on? It'd just be the main one, the one that's just called a crafty jellyfish. I think I have a link under my stream, but let me double check before I say I have. Yeah, it's the one with the YouTube and the tentacles, I think. Yeah, that one. That's the one. I did 2 streams technically, but I want to say the second stream today is not going to be very exciting. It is very much just going to be a test stream, seeing, making sure that I've set up correctly. That's why I'm like, I'll let you know that I'm doing it, but you don't need to turn up. It will just be me being like, are my alerts working? You know, it'll just be that kind of stream. Is so-and-so working? Do I have access to this? So yes, I will be doing it. I am at work. Ah, damn it. It's foiled again. Oh dear. So yeah, that's the plan for this afternoon. But again, this afternoon is very much a test stream. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up that it's gonna be something really, really exciting happening over there. I'm just making sure that things work. I've watched quite a few tutorials, but I'll be honest, YouTube is quite different to Twitch. And the setup is quite different to Twitch. Not like as far as your scenes and stuff go, but like it's a weird, like, I don't know how, trying to get into it's a bit, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I can see why people got put off it initially, but it seems like once you go live, you'll be fine. It's just getting your head around it. If you're coming from another streaming platform, it's a bit different. Whereas Kick seems to be, not that I've streamed from Kick, but it seems like it's more like exactly the same as how you stream on Twitch. It's just the same on Kick. It's not different really at all. So I guess Kick might be like a little more user-friendly to people coming from Twitch, but I wanted to try on YouTube, so I'm going to be doing that. I think between the 3 of them, YouTube is probably the most stable. So if I'm creating like a backup stable version for my streams, that'll be the one I do. It seems like it's the most stable. Ah! I mean, yeah, it's like green Twitch, yeah. From what I've heard of it, it's basically Twitch with the thing. Yeah, the only difference is the gambling stuff. And I did see that they are making it less advertised on Kick. I could be wrong. So like right now, like I watched a couple streams on Twitch who went to Kick, and like I watched a couple of their videos on Kick. They're not permanently, but they've tried it out, right? And one thing that was kind of, it was jarring to me, it was not my favorite, is when I was watching their streams, there's a little bar at the side of them where there's recommended. They're all slots. Everything that was recommended. And these, I was watching art streams, so nothing to do with slots. Everything that was recommended to me was slots. Also, I don't think I said, but Shifty, thank you so much for 34 months. Sorry, I got very distracted with the shonk me. Thank you so much for the 34 months. Jesus Christ. That's a very long time. Oh dear. That's nearly 3 years. Heck. Oh dear. But yeah, I didn't like that they were gambling on the side of my stream every single time I was watching. It's like, ugh, not for me personally. What is for me is like coughing constantly today. Jesus Christ. Oh dear. That could also be the weather, I guess, though, if it's been damp. Maybe. Oh dear. I'm in the positive situation of there's no way that I've caught anything because I've not left the house since Monday last week. Definitely not ill. You need to leave. You need to go see people to get ill. Oh dear. It is like a clone. It is. Smoky, good morning. Every time I've heard someone mention Kick, I think they've been talking about Kick. What's Kick? I'm very confused why people are moving. Wait, what is Kick? I don't know what that is. Nearly, yeah. On the Kick website, I don't see a search bar. So they did say that they were changing this. So basically, it's not a search bar. It's a you may like this. A recommended bar is what I'm thinking. So when you watch someone, say if I go and watch. I'm going to mute this actually so that you don't hear whatever people are watching because I've just realised that might be a bit... Alright, I've clicking in this Minecraft stream. It has recommended on the side and it is slots and casino, slots and casino, slots and casino. And it's like, yeah, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, I understand why, but it feels very predatory, like just to have that there all the time as you're going to like slots and casino. And it's like, no, I don't like that. I mean, it's not good for discoverability unless you're in slots and casino. But they did say they're changing that. They're going to take that out of the recommended piece because, again, it's very targeted and it's not. You can have what do you call it, gambling on your website without it being in your face 24/7. And I think even Kick's realizing that. Like, it's just a little bit too much. Oh, it's chat app. Okay, didn't they add a feature to Kick where you could hide gambling streams from your recommended? That might be what I'm talking about, Shifty. That might actually be the thing that I've seen. Because yeah, it's too much. It was too much. Oh, it's just pronounced Kick, sorry, my bad. Dear. It is an app that people used to have, let's say, spicy and non... Oh, okay. I've literally never heard of it. That's cool, though. The Kick search is back, but when I'm signed out. Oh, weird. Also, how many people went to Kick and immediately took their names? I was like, I'm not planning to stream on Kick, but I am taking my name. No one's taking my name. That's mine. Not that anyone really wanted it on Twitch because it was free when I got it, but you know, just in case, that's my name. I take it. Good morning. It's about 2 millimeters long. I have so much stuff that's like 2 millimeters long at the moment. I do need to do a bit of a tidy round again just to like properly sort myself out, but we're getting there, things are okay. I need to put my sewing machine somewhere where it's not going to get any dust in it, I think, really. Just while I'm not using it, like, I could put something else on that desk if my sewing machine isn't there. But I don't know why I'd put it there, to be honest. Like, maybe the embroidery machine? Oh dear, you did to all 0 people. Yeah, too bad. I know that's me as well. Like, to all people that wanted to take my name. What a shame. I got it. Did I hear I could take your name? But no, don't take my name. Rambo, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I feel like I stumbled across you a couple times yesterday, Rambo. I was with you in B stream, and then was it Dem stream and Goat stream, or was it? Wait. Where else was I? I was on YouTube watching Grim as well, which I was a bit embarrassed. I got caught out. I was following Grim on my alt account. I wasn't following Grim on my main account, and so I kept going in there while they were live and then being like, shoot, I'm not subscribed. I'll do it when they're not live. And I kept forgetting. Oh dear. And remember Kicks? I don't remember Kicks. God, I don't remember any of these. Jesus, I'm behind. I also have that with TikTok. I have my name, so yes, and no one can take it. Hell yeah. I was asleep. No, it was Demas and Goats. I see. Jetix. I do remember Jetix. I don't think Jetix was social media though, right? It was where you could watch Sonic. You could watch Sonic on Jetix. Probably other things as well, but I do remember you could watch Sonic. Oh dear. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I've taken my name on? I don't think so. I mean, I should probably take it on something like Snapchat. I don't plan on ever using Snapchat, but that's the thing, I don't plan on ever using it, so it's like, if you see me on Snapchat, no you didn't, that's fake. Demos. Oh dear. Alright. What can I even show you that I've done? It's not very impressive looking, but I'm impressed. I've been timing myself. I'll probably do some of this on YouTube as well later. But I've been timing myself, and so a lot of what I've been doing is like, it's leaving it in weird places and not finishing it because I'm just timing each little bit. I'm not going to time myself while I'm live on Twitch because there's literally no point. I will go so slowly. This was one that I started yesterday. I actually got halfway through, not that you can tell, but this is halfway. So this is another one of the really, really big ones. It's the last one of the light purples that needs to be done because we do have the other two big ones and then the two slightly smaller, and then the other two slightly smaller, the ones I've been timing myself on here, which is getting there. It's getting there. I do want to do a bit of a mix. I want to do that over this week as well. Just not do too much of one thing. Like if it's just stitching, that's fine, it's nice and easy on the fingers, but if we're doing any embroidery, just to take some breaks, kind of like what we were doing last time we worked on this, which I think was Saturday. No, it wasn't Saturday. Saturday was our VTuber stream. I guess Friday then was the last time. Wow. Yes, I'd like to like not work on one thing for too long. I want to swap it around a bit because my hand is okay. My thumb is getting thicker than I would like it to get. This happened with Mateus as well. Like doing embroidery into these thick fabrics, your fingers just get like super buff, and like that's fine, but it's just my thumb. It's just my one thumb getting really, really buff, and I don't want that. Just checking out Makers Hours, and there's only 3 streams. Yeah, Makers and Crafters on Kick is not particularly fleshed out at the moment. Like, I think it's a double-edged sword though, because the thing is, you know, the Makers and Crafting on Twitch community is pretty interconnected. Like, a lot of us know each other because we're all streaming similar times, we're all streaming the same category, and because it's not that big of a category, very quickly you start to like meet the people that are streaming in it. There's no community in Kick really for Makers and Crafters. Like, there's only a few people going at any one time, and most of the time they're not really chatting. They're doing like, you know, 3D printing, which is fine. You know, if you like that kind of thing, you're all good. But it's not the community that Twitch has. I will say, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube, which has 0 artistic community, really. Heads up, get ready for that. I've been researching it for a while, and there's like, people do stream art and crafts on YouTube, but no one knows each other. There's like no community about it, and it's pretty uncommon. Oh dear. Oh, Steve Harrington, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're just talking about streaming on different websites other than Twitch and like the pros and cons. It's kind of the same as well. I don't know if you're looking at Kick right now, Smokey, have a little look at what they've done to the art section, because they divided it. They divided it into art and digital art. So you have 2 art categories, Animakers and Crafting. So they actually have more categories but less streamers. Which is like, maybe in the long term there's a plan there and it will make sense, but right now it just like splits everyone up weirdly, so it's going to be even harder to make a community there. Oh dear. Ahoy, good morning. I hope you're doing good. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm very sleepy this morning. It's been raining really, really hard here in Wales this morning, and so it's very, very dark. I don't know if you can tell. I've tried lighting the room, but it's really dark here at the moment. And I think because I woke up and it was dark, I've just kind of woken up sleepy. Like, I haven't been able to fully wake myself up, which is not the worst thing. I mean, I'm just doing smocking, so it's not too difficult. But yes, I'm seeing 10 creative categories. Yeah, like, I'll be honest, if they had a lot of people in those categories, it would make sense, because the more streamers you have, splitting it up makes it easier for people to find exactly what they're looking for, and also, like, for people who are in similar communities to get to know each other better. So, if there were a lot of people streaming, that would not be a bad call, but because they're very new, and there aren't a lot of people over there right now, it just means discoverability is awful. I think a lot of the artists are actually streaming in the just chatting category, because the art category is just not being used as much. So basically, I guess the way to explain that bit, I think a lot of you probably already know, but for anyone who's a little newer or hasn't been on the streaming side, when you go to a category, it says how many people are streaming in said category. So for instance, if I go to Makers and Crafters, because that's where we are, there are currently 448 viewers in Makers and Crafters. So when you go stream in that category, you are streaming to a pool of potentially 448 viewers. They could find you through that. If I then went to a larger category, like, let's say, maybe just chatting, I think would be one of the biggest ones, right? So just chatting has 185,000 current viewers. So if you stream to just chatting, you are streaming to a pool of that. Which means discoverability is likely to be much higher, but also lower. It's difficult because if you're not hitting the top area of the recommended for that, then you probably won't be discovered. Whereas in Makers and Crafters, because it's a much smaller community, it's easier to hit that top, but then you are always streaming to a smaller pool of viewers. Does that kind of make sense? So yeah, it's ups and downs to both. You can do well in both, and I do think as well, like, playing algorithms and all that can help. I think there are some makers and crafters who want to go on and make Twitch their job, but I think a lot of us have other things that we are aiming for within the category, so I think that's why a lot of us stream here. Ah dear. Sewing can have its own separate category, but that would be really bad for us actually, because that would then make the pool of viewers so small. You can't, I would say splitting Makers and Crafters any more than it already is probably not a good idea for Twitch, because yeah, it would split the pool of viewers even smaller, so it'd make discoverability even harder for us, and we're already like a pretty difficult to discover category. There's a reason tags are important. Yeah, tags can definitely help. Oh dear. There's a feature on Twitch as well that lets you know how many people have found you via your tags, and which tags are getting you the most views. I can never find it when I'm like interested into it, but I've stumbled across it a couple of times. I'm like, oh, these are the tag. I think sewing for me is the big tag that people search for to find me. I cannot remember for the life of me how I find this out, but I'm pretty sure that's the tag that people liked, which is pretty apt because that's also the most of what we're doing. How do you use Twitch? God, this is it overview, maybe? No. Research? No. Discovery. Yes, it is. So I have had, in the last month, 10 views because of the sewing tag. Yes. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 10 people that I might not have met before, so, I mean, I'm okay with that. God, this is all very confusing. I'm gonna get rid of this. There's a lot of graphs at the moment on the side of the streamer, and maths class made me afraid of graphs, so, I'm okay not looking at all of these. But yeah, there you go. It tells you how many viewers in the last month have joined because of one of your tags. Yes. I think sewing is consistently the highest one for me, which makes sense because I'll be honest, I have also typed sewing in, looking for other tailors and seamstresses and such, because I do, sewing is the main one that I do, so I find it relaxing to sew along with other people. Don't get me wrong, I will also watch crocheters and knitters and other crafters as well, but every now and again it's nice to look for someone who's doing something similar to what you're doing. That's why I've been enjoying Sunkoi stream so much, because they're also doing smocking. And it's nice seeing someone going through the same process as you are. I don't know what it is about that, but I like that a lot. Ah, dear. If everyone could just quickly start smocking on Twitch, that would be great. If everyone wants to join me in smocking hell, that'd be fantastic. We could all smock together, just imagine. Just imagine you, me, spending hundreds of hours of our life smocking. Sounds pretty good, right? Oh dear. There we go. Under there. And zoom. Oh dear. No! I love ASMR. Baby, I'm so sorry. I love ASMR. I love it. I love it so much. I'm not keen on like mouth noises. I am quite picky. But like, I probably watch at least one ASMR video a day. Don't come for me. I love ASMR. Again, not so keen on talking and mouth noises, like all of that kind of like, ugh. But like brushing, like the small little fluffy things. I like that. I don't like tapping with the hands, but I kind of do on other objects. I'm picky with tapping. Tapping I sometimes like, and sometimes I don't like. But yeah, I am a fan. I mean, I think as well, I'm also a fan of like, you know, like cutting fabric. Oh my god. Cutting fabric is amazing. If any seamstress wanted to start an ASMR channel, like, why not? Why not? Like, oh, I was gonna say as well, like, in like more mundane noises, I think a lot of people find this, but like listening to the rain hitting the window, I find to be very relaxing. So like rain hitting the window, yeah, I'd say flipping pages, I like that too. I think, yeah, scissors cutting fabric or paper or anything. Honestly, just like the snip sound of the scissors is really nice. I don't feel like I hear a lot of that though. Like that's just, well, I do in my craft room, but I don't feel like I see a lot of that in, oh no, actually, because there's like hairdressing and stuff kind of scenarios, I guess maybe you'd get it in there. Which is fine. I don't know if it's the same on hair as it is on fabric. I imagine it would be a similar kind of noise. What other ones do I like? Yeah, definitely rain hitting a window is good. It's very stereotypical, but I do like it. I kind of like hearing cars go past. Is that a weird one? I don't know, like hearing like a car drive past kind of makes me feel a bit more relaxed. As long as it's not like one of those really, really loud cars where they're like revving and stuff like that, just like a normal car going past. That makes me feel relaxed. So I guess I would love to listen to rain hitting the window while cars go past, and then with somebody nearby cutting fabric. That'd be pretty good for me. Oh dear. I don't think I'll be using Kick, just scrolling through and checking out the streams, and so far, just chatting has people on Omegle, titties, oh, titles literally looking for, yeah. So there's a lot less filtering on Kick. It's getting there, and I think at some point the rules on Kick and Twitch will actually be very similar, but right now, a lot of the people that have gotten banned on Twitch are streaming on Kick. So they did something, they got them banned, which might not have always been fair, but they did something, they got them banned, and then, yeah, they're now over there. So you can kind of imagine. I dedicate a whole scene to cutting fabric. I could put, you could. You absolutely could. Like, if you're just doing, like, a pattern cutting, get the mic nice and close, and then just, like, do the snipping. Hell yeah, that'd be so cool. Ah, dear. I know there's a lot of different reasons that people listen to ASMR, and for some people it's a relaxing thing. I think for some people it is a sexual thing. For me though, it's always just been like relaxing noises that make me feel like sleepy and comforted and stuff. So like rain hitting the window, tapping on stuff, and all that kind of stuff. It just makes me feel really relaxed. I used to watch it a lot more because it was one of the few things that I could actually listen to while having a really bad migraine. Most things would make me throw up. Unfortunately, it is how it is, right? So I couldn't listen to a lot of stuff while having migraines. I still can't, unfortunately. I can sometimes listen to streams if I have it on the other side of the room, but I can't listen to a lot. And so ASMR, I've watched a lot of ASMR because, again, it's one of the few things I've been able to listen to that don't make me violently ill while having a migraine. Ah, dear. I have no issues with most ASMR, but I had to follow a channel I enjoy because it went from playing games to licking ears. Yeah, that's fair. If it's no longer for you, it's no longer for you. And that's fine. It happens. Depends on ASMR. So many stars. Whisper ASMR right out of it. Yeah, I don't like whisper. I don't like it either. For me, I think it's just a bit too maybe intimate for me. Is like the idea of having someone whisper in your ear. I don't like it in real life either. It's a bit. It makes me feel a little uncomfortable. But I wouldn't say that I dislike ASMR because there's a lot of ASMR I do like. I think the ones. Oh, one that I watched a lot of is back scratching. I don't know why, but the sound of someone like being scratched, I used to like that a lot. It made me feel very relaxed in the same way that tapping did. So like when there was one which would be like back massage, tapping and scratching, I'd listen to that while having my migraines and it made me feel a lot better. Oh dear. I'm a sort of accidental ASMR most of the time. I think that's very fair as well. There's a lot of accidental ASMR I also really like. Oh dear. Like sitting in a conservatory as it rains. That's probably my top yes. Sit in a conservatory while it's raining. Oh dear. That's nice. I like that. And it's definitely not like a one that I can do on command because I don't know, there's something about the rain hitting you on all sides. It's so relaxing. It's really nice. Oh dear. We do have a conservatory, but it's currently full of building equipment, so I can't really use it. But when we can, believe I will be sat in that conservatory just listening to the rain in the winter. Nice and relaxed like. Oh, lucky, yeah. We actually at some point will get rid of the conservatory because most of the houses on our street have an extension, right? And it's where the conservatory is. So like we're the only one who has a slightly different shaped house because we didn't get an extension. We've just got a conservatory. And like, listen, I love the conservatory, but having an extra room would not go amiss. So long term, we would like to change the conservatory to an extension, but that's not happening like in the next 5-6 years. At least. Oh dear. Oh, fair. Yeah, it's like I love sitting in a conservatory and I find it very relaxing. But I also can't eat space. Space is pretty good. Oh dear. Yeah, nah, I like that. I'll make the use of it while we have it though. Next door has actually recently been doing some building work, and they've built like a. You might know. Is it called a sunroom? It's like a shed at the end of the garden, which takes up like half the garden, to be fair. It's quite big. Well, then again, our gardens aren't that big, so that's probably why. But it has like glass walls and stuff, and you can sit in it. It's just like a seated outside covered space. I think it's called a sunroom? I don't know. They've got that recently. I wonder if that sounds nice when it's raining. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, what's in a conservatory? Oh, okay, yeah, it's an extension to a house where it's like an extra room, but the room's made of glass. So you normally, like, you can grow plants in a conservatory, you can sit there and have tea, and it's just like a very extravagant, to me it feels very extravagant. It's not really. Like some people will use conservatories to wash their dogs before bringing them in the house because they're normally like a tiled floor or something. So it's just like a room that goes to the garden, which you can sit in and get sun in, but you can also put shades up so that you don't get too much sun. I don't know, if you type it in Google, you'll probably see it. I think you're thinking of observatory. Observatories are where you see space. Yeah. Oh, technically, I guess you could see space from a conservatory. It just wouldn't help you very much. But because it's got glass ceiling, you could probably still see space a little bit. Oh dear, some people call them sunrooms or atriums. Yeah, they've got one of those next door, and I feel like that might be a nice compromise. But I also like having a bit of garden space, so I might just keep the garden space, to be honest, and grow a couple of potted plants or something. There we go. Yeah, we actually have, weirdly, quite a big conservatory. Normally conservatories are not that big, especially in these smaller houses. Like, I love this house, it is big, but the rooms are small, right? Which is quite common in UK houses. It's like built of consecutive small rooms. That's very much this house. It's built of a lot of small consecutive rooms. Weirdly though, the conservatory, maybe because it was built at a later date, I'd assume, is kind of big. Like, it's maybe just a little smaller than the living room. Tiny bit. Having those two rooms be that similar in like such a small place, that's like quite funny. It's quite funny. Oh dear. Sunrooms. My in-law has a sunroom and Cinta has a tin roof. It's so relaxing to sit in there during the rain. Yes. Hell yeah. We're all sitting together in the rain. I love that. And we're all rainy day people. Rainy days do make me really sleepy, but then yeah, the positive is being able to listen to the rain is very relaxing. Yes. So I guess positive and negative. I'm less productive when it rains, but positive, I'm probably more relaxed when it rains as well. Oh, they're my only concern, and I am keeping an eye on it because we have had like a little warning. We have really heavy rain, but it's been so dry here for like such a long time because we haven't been getting any rain, and suddenly it's like tipping it down. Just keeping a little eye on the news to make sure that nothing bad happens. I don't think it is. And I think we'll be all right because we are like pretty much on the top of a hill. But it's best to keep an eye just in case. Ah dear. I hope that it doesn't wreck the ground too much, to be honest. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. As much as I'm enjoying the rain noises, I would like the grass to come back at some point. Oh dear, they built it by hand, so it started as a porch, and then they added a roof over it, and then eventually walls and windows, and it went from we sit out here doing the summer for the breeze to we use this as a family room instead of an actual front room. Yeah! So my grandparents had a conservatory, and it was kind of the same, in that like, when we'd go visit, we wouldn't go sit in the living room, we'd all go sit in the conservatory. And like, the conservatory was quite small for all of us, to be fair, like there's a lot of kids and everything, but we'd all tuck ourselves into this tiny conservatory so that we could all sit together and like look outside. That's like about it, you get so much good light in it. I think maybe that's also part of the reason it makes me feel so nostalgic, is having, like, listening to rain in a conservatory. It's like a good nostalgia feeling for me. Oh, there we go. Oh dear. Sorry, I must be in the wrong alternative. Cressa, good morning. We're actually talking about if there's any ASMR that you enjoy. So for me, one that I really, really like, and you know, I don't know that I necessarily count it as ASMR, but it kind of is listening to rain hitting a window or in a conservatory being surrounded by rain. That kind of noise makes me feel really, really relaxed. So yeah, more like accidental ASMR is what Shifty said, and I think, yeah, that's kind of a good way of describing it. I find that to be like super, super relaxing. I'm curious, what technique pattern are you doing right now? I can see you have a lot of squares on the not so pattern. Yeah, so this is my grid. I do have another example of the grids that I'm using here. So it's like this, and this is the other one I'm going to use, which is much worse, to be honest. This one's nice and easy. So you draw a grid, they're all 2 centimeters by 2 centimeter squares, and then every other square has a cross through it. On the squares that have cross through them, I stitch each corner and I pull it tight. And that's all I'm doing right now. I will go back and neaten it later, but yes, that's all I'm doing right now is stitching around all of the sides of the square, pulling it tight, making a little like knot at the top, and moving on to the next one. And it's called smocking. Smocking. If you're interested in it, sorry, excuse me. It ends up looking like this once they're finished. So I do embroider and bead them, which is why they look nice and sparkly, but we're very much early stages of it. This is actually my front side, I'm working on the back. Eventually, this will become this, but it's a slow process and there's a lot of building up to it. Ah dear, rain sounds and ocean sounds, yeah. I think rain sounds are pretty popular, right? Like, it's just relaxing. Unless you have to go out in it, and then it's a little less relaxing. Ocean sounds, do ocean sounds get me? See, maybe it's because I didn't grow up listening to the ocean, but like, I don't find that the ocean makes me near as relaxed. I don't dislike it. I wouldn't say no. But I don't think it makes me quite as relaxed as rain. I wouldn't mind a Shifty ASMR. You heard it here, Shifty. Someone's waiting. Someone's waiting. I see some dodgy ASMR on YouTube as a whole genre creeps me out. I think it's a shame because obviously, don't get me wrong, here's the thing. If you're using ASMR for sexual stuff, you go, enjoy yourself, have a good time. But there's a lot of other stuff within ASMR as well. I think it's a shame that it gets generalized so much as like a creepy thing when it's like, yes, there are people that make sexual content into ASMR, as they do with everything. There is sexual content cosplay. Does that mean everyone who makes a cosplay is doing sexual content? No. But for some reason that doesn't apply to ASMR for a lot of people, and I do think it's a shame, because people work so hard on making their scenarios and like trying to relax you, and obviously not everything's for everyone, but at the end of the day they're doing their best. Oh dear. I also have nothing against making anything sexy as long as there isn't any minors involved as well. So it's like, if you want to make your ASMR sexy, you do it. It's not going to be for me, but I'm sure someone will enjoy it, you know? I love concepts of ASMR, but when I'm watching a video of someone clicking and they change to a, hey, here's a supercut of all the parts clicking into place. Oh, I think visual ASMR is also a real thing, right? I think visual ASMR is also, because that's a category. Things like satisfying to look at that relax you, yeah. There was being stabbed ASMR or a girl seemed unhinged. Yeah, there are some very uncomfortable ones. Again, it's the same as with any hobby though. Like, I can't lie, there are some very uncomfortable things that, like, actually, I'm not gonna talk about it on stream because this is old news, but like, there is also that in cosplay, except it's not a simulation. Like, unfortunately, every single, well, especially once it grows, every single hobby and niche will have its weirdos, people making uncomfortable stuff. But I don't think it's fair to, like, again, if someone came into stream and was like, you're a murderer because you're a cosplayer, you just seem a bit unhinged. Not you personally, but that one would. Oh dear. Yeah, I think there's unfortunately always some people that make uncomfortable content and ruin it for everyone else. But I don't think they should be an example of the whole thing. As much as possible. I mean, if it ruins it for you, it ruins it for you, but yeah. Oh dear. Visual ASMR is probably more my speed. Hell yeah. I mean, I like visual ASMR as well, but I don't think I indulge in it as much because, again, most of the time when I'm listening to ASMR, I'm having a migraine, so I can't really look at screens. But if I could, I think I'd probably enjoy it. I get a lot of the, what do you call it? Like, yeah, strangely satisfying. When like a seam lines up perfectly and you're like, oh, that's very nice. Hell yeah. I do find that very satisfying to look at. Not like the visual of it, like the click. Oh, the sounds. You like the click sounds? Hell yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I like tapping on objects, but I don't like tapping on nails. I only know this because like a few of the videos that I do quite like have a section where they tap their nails together, and I don't know why I don't like the sound of nails tapping next to other nails. Not sure what that is. I like other tapping. It's just like when people like tap their nails together. It sets my teeth on edge a little bit. But then tapping on a jar, love it. Tap on the jar, hell yeah. That makes me feel nice and relaxed. Just don't touch the other nails. Oh dear. Yeah, I like tappy noises. I don't know about clicky noises. I haven't heard too many clicky noises. I might like them. If I like tapping, I might like clicking. Thank you for the lurk, Shifty. Good luck with work. I hope that it goes well. What other one? Oh yeah, like the kinetic sand and the soap. Do I like soap cutting? I like kinetic sand. I do really like the compilations of people like slicing into the sand. That is good stuff. Oh, another one that I don't like. I'm not keen on slime. I know a lot of people like slime. It's not for me. I like, you know, give me your sand. Give me maybe your soap sometimes. But yeah, can't be doing slime. Not for me. Oh dear, magic sand! Yeah, there's so much like of the magic sand cutting ones, and they're so good. I kind of wish I could get into slime because it'd be very on brand for me, but I just can't. I don't know why. The only slime I like is Gunge. Nothing else. My son has been watching slime videos a lot lately on his YouTube, and it's so weird to hear him go for like, oh yeah, that's satisfying. I'm like, you're 7, what the heck are you doing? Well, yeah, but this is the thing, a lot of people really like slime, and I've wanted to like slime, because like, again, it'd be very on brand for me to like slime. I'm a slime VTuber, I do jellyfish kind of stuff with lots of wibbly wobbly, like, it'd be good if I could like it, but it's just not for me, you know? I like the colours and stuff, but it's just, I don't know. Oh, you know one that I thought I'd like that I don't? People mixing paint. You know when they have like a palette of several colours and they mix them all together? I thought I'd like that. And it turns out that I don't like it. And I'm a little miffed. I'm a little miffed as to why that I don't like it. Because I feel like that should be one again that I like. Because I like paint, I like art and all that kind of stuff. But I like them as the separate colours. I don't like when you mix them together. Like, I don't find it satisfying watching the colours get mixed because I like them before. Oh dear. Heck. Maybe if I watched the video in reverse, I'd like it more. Like unmixing the colours. I think I'd like that more. I'll watch. I couldn't judge. It's the whole. Oh yeah, satisfying videos that make me side-eye him. Sometimes the end result looks cool though. Yeah, I know. It probably does. I just, you know, sometimes you just don't want them to mix the paints. You just want them to stay as their perfect little blobs of paint, untouched, untouched forever. Oh dear. But hey, this is why lots of different creators make the stuff, right? Different things for different people. I might not like it, but if someone else does, hell yeah. It was for you, not for me. Ugh. Ah, yeah, while it lasts. Yeah. Oh. I remember growing up, I don't think there was a lot of like ASMR things or stuff that, other than the rain, that I would necessarily count. But one thing I did really like, maybe this is, it's not a specific smell, but it is, I guess, a genre of smell. When you walk into someone's house and you can tell that they've been cooking. Like, it's not a specific thing cooking, like, you know, the smell of bread or something, but like just smelling that they've been cooking, I find that really satisfying. When you walk into someone's house and it smells like they're cooking. Yeah, I like that. That always instantly relaxes me. Like when I was a kid, if I'd go to someone's house for the first time and I was a bit nervous, if I walked into the house and then they, like, immediately you could smell they were cooking, it was like, oh, yeah, that's nice. The panna mixing ones aren't my speed, but I'm like, hey, I'm about to mix a panna cake. Guess what the color is? Yes, it had either choke. No, you had it's with an E on the end, I think. But I know what you mean. Don't worry. Yes, I do like that one where they like guess the color, and the same with like is it the silicone rolling ones where they like roll the silicone and it changes color? That one too. Do you like paint prepping with the paint grinder on dry powder? Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I don't know. I would have to check out. I'm okay with checking out some of those videos after stream though, to be fair, because I might. It sounds kind of up my alley. Maybe I would like that. Maybe I'd like them just making the initial paint. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Honestly, I love cooking because everything I make is very aromatic and it smells great. Yeah, I think there's just something like walking in someone's house and you can smell that they've been cooking and it instantly relaxes me. Like I'd be like, especially as a kid, you're stressed out about meeting someone's parents for the first time and going to a new house. I would always get really nervous. But then if you walk in the house and you can smell food, it's like, oh, okay. I don't know. It feels more like when you walk into someone's house and they're cooking, it feels like welcoming, weirdly. Yeah, so I've always really enjoyed that, like walking into someone's house and smelling their cooking. It's not like a specific smell, I guess. It's just like a lot of smells that will relax me. Petrol, I do like the smell of petrol also. Baked bread and petrol. Oh, the smell of rain. Oh, that kind of like damp smell? I didn't know that had a name. That's cool. Pulling taffy. Oh yeah, like when they make the hard candy. I do like that. You know what? You are hitting a lot of the things I enjoy, actually. I do like that as well. The only downside is my hands smell like whatever I've cooked for weeks. Yeah. Oh dear. Petrol, vanilla, and sandalwood. Ooh. What do I like? Definitely petrol. I do like the smell of petrol. I mean, probably I put bread up there because it's freshly baked bread does smell pretty fantastic. Not gonna lie. Oh, when you just taken your sheets out of the wash and you put them on your bed and your bed has all fresh sheets. I do like that. That might be my third one. Is like, again, these are all like candle smells, but like, yes, the fresh sheets experience is 10 out of 10. Petrol. I love petrol. Open it's just in a bit, just want to leave. Yeah. I'll pop to the pubs now. Oh, thank you, yes. Oh, the odor of petrol, bread baking, and fresh sheets. Oh, the fresh pinewood tar is addictive. Ooh, nice. The fresh sheets experience sounds like a really bad ride. No, it's 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 ride. Fresh sheets smell good, but they're also just so... This is the thing. It's the whole experience. It's the smell of them is great, but then also like the crispness of them, especially in the summer, where it's like, oh. It's great. I love it. It's 10 out of 10. My mail got me candle wax melty thing and some of the fruity smells to go with it. But the sandalwood and driftwood ones instead. Ah, lovely. Does kind of also sound like a band name. When you buy a new book, oh yeah, new book smell is pretty good actually. Cannot deny the new book smell. The fresh sheets experience 01 looks too intense for me. Oh dear. How did I forget book smell? Book smell is good. Oh, what else do I really like the smell of? I'm not sure if this is a good one. I don't know if this is a good one, but like, and I don't know how relatable this is either, because I don't know how much time you guys spend in carpet shops. But like, the smell of the swatches of carpet. Is this relatable to anyone other than me? I'm not sure. But like, the swabs of the fresh carpet. I don't know why. It's a really warm smell, and I find it very relaxing. I know it's probably technically just chemicals, and my brain is putting it together wrong, but I find it really comforting, the smell of the carpets. Pretty good. Yeah, it's like a strangely pleasant, warm rubber smell. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like it. And like whenever we've gone and checked carpets out, it's been like, oh, it smells really good in here because of all of the carpet bits. When I live in an area with many pine trees, the area is named after them. I cannot stand. Oh, you can't. It's good in small quantities, but the trees start leaking. That's fair. That's fair. Oh dear. I think I'm like that with vanilla, to be fair. I don't dislike the smell of vanilla, but I can't do it in like big bursts. I need like a good break from vanilla. Honestly, any sweet smell though, because I'd be the same for me with fruity smells. Like I just can't handle them for long periods of time. It needs to like come in a short burst, and then I'm like, that's good smell, I'm done with it kind of thing. Whereas the other ones I can smell for a lot longer. When you look at certain things through an absurd lens, like this is kind of weird. Book smell is good. I enjoy smelling this smell every time I think, yeah. But like, we do though. But we do. It do be smelling good though. Ah, dear. Anything else I particularly... Oh. Again, maybe not like... Maybe not the best example of one, but you know when like... the smell when your machinery breaks down, like so like if your printer breaks or laminators break, ones that like have hot plastic in them, the smell of the plastic burning when your machinery breaks, as much as it's a very stressful experience, I do find that smells, it's like a really, really sweet smell. Again, probably not one that I'd want for a long period of time, but like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh dear. Same with the grass. See, I don't like the smell of cutting grass anymore because I'm allergic to the grass pollen. Like I have hay fever with it, right? So if I smell cutting grass, I just know that my eyes are gonna start running like a minute later. So even though initially I don't dislike the smell, it links way too closely with my eyes are gonna start hurting soon, and so I can't. It's not up there anymore for me. And it's not the grass's fault. It's goddamn hay fever. Bonfire smell is nice. Do I like bonfire? I don't think I do. I don't think I dislike it, but I don't think I have a specific love for it either. I think it's okay for me. I can get why that might be nice, but it's not for me. I use Hawaiian vanilla for every smell thing. I have 2 sprays with a couple of the weird goo air fresheners. Oh my god, fancy. Also, good morning. We've been talking about like ASMR and smells we like and sounds we like and visual satisfying things. I don't know how we got onto this topic, but I am quite enjoying it. For a sleepy Monday morning, I'm having a great time. My printer is jammed, the ink isn't linking, costing pretty penny, but at least I get a nice smell. Yeah. Yes. Oh dear. I'm down with fruity vanilla-y smells. Yeah, I can't do too much of the sweeter smelling stuff. Not even the printer breaking smell. I can't even do that for very long, and I really like that smell. I smelled it for the first time in school, and I was like, oh my god, something smells amazing. And then immediately the kid next to me was like, something smells terrible. And I was like, oh, wait, does it smell terrible? I think this smells really good. Oh dear. Little wood bonfires, mostly just branches, and the gentle hint of smoke. Aww. Hell yeah, that sounds like a very nostalgic smell. Light triggers are my main squeeze, but also a creative focus. Hell yeah. Oh dear. My husband cannot understand why I can't stand camel taste or smell. It's too strong for my nose. Yeah, I think I'm in that boat as well. It's like, yeah. I can do it for a short period of time. I just can't do it constantly. Because I don't dislike the smell at all. It just becomes too much a little quickly for me. I don't dislike it. Like, if I walked into someone else's house and they had it, I'd be like, oh yeah, it smells good in here, hell yeah. But it's just not a smell that I want in my own house 24/7, you know? I'd rather visit the smell than have the smell. Oh dear. If you did for DB's ASMR videos back when she was doing Patreon, there's a great one. She draws on her friend arm. Yes. Okay, so I like this a lot. The more visual ones that have some like audio ones are like the back drawing, back painting, back scratching, all that kind of stuff. I love those. I find those so relaxing. So like when someone does like a whole session of like painting on someone's back, it's like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I would 100% like, listen, just, you know, screw everything that I've done so far. If someone wants to come over and paint on my back every single day, I'm down. It seems incredibly relaxing. Let me just lie on my bed and paint on me. And I'll probably fall asleep, honestly, but that sounds pretty good. Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't know, I just find that thing really relaxing. Again, it was something that I would listen to a lot when, like, and sometimes I'd watch them, but not really. Normally I'd just listen to them when I had migraines, because I just found it so relaxing. Oh, dear. Paint my back like one of your French girls. Hell yeah. I'll probably fall asleep, but, like, listen, I'm down. I'm down. It sounds great. Oh dear. Oh, did anyone else find it really relaxing when someone would paint their face as a kid? Because I always found it insanely relaxing. I was just like, yes, this is the best. Not only do I wander away looking like a lion or a tiger or something, but also I'm super relaxed while you do it. It's great. I love it. It was like, I don't know, it's like about it just made me feel like really zen. Me and my friends always smell freshly opened board game boxes and do oh really? Usually if the smell is, it's often a good game, and the same for the reverse situation. Sometimes some of us think it smells good and others not enough to. Ah, that's really cool. Also, D, welcome on in, thank you. We've been zooming. This is the last one of the light purple, but we do still have 5 dark purple left, so we're getting there. We're getting there. My last year of high school, I weirded out my astronomy teacher because I kept noticing a nice chemical smell no one else can smell. He even joked my nose was hallucinating. It was halfway through the year. I thought I was, oh, that's really interesting. Hell yeah. Good nose. Ah, dear. And if you want to know, dang, that she is. She literally wrote something like, this is a Patreon request to keep it anonymous. Maybe an hour later she saw my comment where I said thanks and went and edited to name me. Aw, and you also get the fun of popping all the components out too. Hell yeah. I saw some interesting board games and Waterstones yesterday, but thought about it is just too much in this economy. I mean, you can get a lot of board games are like remakes of older games, right? Go to a car boot sale or a charity store. As long as you count that the pieces are there before you buy it, you can get a deal. We're a board game family. We love board games. All of my family grew up playing board games. We still have lots of board games. Like, new board games are generally quite expensive, but like you can get a lot of them secondhand and like without any problems. Yeah, they're pretty new and specific ones. Ah, that might be it then, yeah. Oh. We have a lot of board games. I love board games. I can't say that I remember smelling them, but maybe next time we get a new one, I'll smell it. I probably wouldn't do that to the secondhand ones. I feel like they'll just smell like dust, and you know, that's fine. It's not an awful smell, but I'd rather not. Oh dear. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so on this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 rows left. This is a 15 row one. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, these ones are huge. They take. That's why I did a lot of it off stream, because I was just like, I've done this so many times on stream. I don't want to bore everyone with it. But yeah, blanket recommendation board games: Scotland Yard and One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Played both. Hell yeah! I haven't done Scotland Yard. Wait, I've done Werewolf. I don't know if I've done One Night Ultimate Werewolf, but I've done Werewolf. Oh dear. To be fair though. The first time I played Werewolf, we improvised a little bit. The reason we improvised, guess how many players we had the first time we played Werewolf? Spoilers, we had 68. 68 players. Have you ever played 68 player Werewolf? It's something. It's something. We were on a boat, and so it was all of the crew of the boat were playing. And everyone wanted to play. You know when you normally say, hey, does anyone want to play Werewolf? And then like 5 people put their hands up? You're not prepared for near 70 people to put their hands up, and it's like, oh my god. Oh my god. You were one shot, I was one shot. We could have had the amazing. We probably did, to be fair, at times, because we did have more people join and then a few people leave. But yeah, the first time that I've played it was terrifying. Because you imagine like when you all wake up and everyone points at people to like, because that's what we did with we pointed at people to like vote them, right? Trying to count the votes of 60 people and like everyone yelling at me like, how dare you go at me, oh my god, and there's like, it's you, I must have been you, I heard you. And then the werewolves, I was never werewolf during it, thankfully, but they had to move around like 60 people and kill like 5 of them. It was just like, oh my god. It's too many, but it was very funny. Yeah, it was like one of the few moments on the boat where most of the crew, like we still had a few crew doing bits and bobs, but most of them were like able to take a bit of time off. I think it might have been when we had to have the divers go down and unhook the, because there's a lot of nets out in the sea, so they can get stuck on your propellers and you have to go unhook them. Yeah. I think it was probably during one of those times, because otherwise there's no way all of us could have taken a break at once. Oh dear, the most I played like 60, the most I played 60, 20. Yeah, the first time we had 68 initially. The only reason I remember is because we had to count, because we had to decide how many werewolves we were going to have. It's something. Keep the plastic film so not too much popping, unfortunately. Nah. Nobody could keep that straight. No, it was something. Also, Night One Werewolves is pulling for newcomers. Some of the abilities get weird, so it's fun for the old hats too. Ah, I probably would enjoy. I've always enjoyed like Mafia and Werewolf and all that kind of stuff. Town of Slalom. All good. Hi, Danny. Good morning. We're talking about ASMR, kind of, but also like not just like I guess listening ASMR, also like smells and like visual things that really relax you. Yeah. Just to introduce you to the conversation, things that relax you ASMR-ish. This heresy. Do game makers not know how much joy this gives us? Oh dear. I don't think it's anything. I mean, I do find like finishing a project in sewing is very relaxing, but I think when you're the one doing it, it's not really like an, like instant gratification thing. It's more like, I'm glad I did that. Shame that it took like 500 hours, but like, it's done. Maybe it's a little different. I guess more of a sense of achievement rather than a sense of relaxation. So maybe it's not quite the same. New book smells? Yeah. We have people in chat, Danny, that are your people. We have book people and we have page turning people. Hell yeah. It was the Railroad Ink Collector's box with all versions and... Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. There we go. Ooh. What's happening, Thread? What's happening? There you go. Excuse me, sorry. Squeaking. I'm gonna squeak a lot today because I've got a fizzy drink. Oh dear, I might be back off the lack of components. I hope that you enjoy it. Yeah. Oh dear. I think my favourite board game at the moment, which is, it's only a 2-player game, but that's good because we're a house of 2 right now. I really like Patchwork. I really enjoy it. It's got a lot of little pieces that you can pop bits out of and stuff. So if you like popping stuff out of stuff, Patchwork, you can pop stuff out of the stuff. That was a heckin' squeak. Yeah, it's because I'm going to fizzy drink. I'm going to squeak more than usual. And yeah, thank you for the hick. Belief, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about ASMR-ish things. So not just the sounds, but also like smells that really relax you or like visually satisfying things that really relax you. That's kind of been the topic of conversation this morning. I don't remember how we got here, but we've had like a lot of really good suggestions of things people like. I think that has to be really obvious. That's fair. I just bought a new manga yesterday. I have yet to actually read it. I've only smelt it. I gotta get my crochet project. Oh my god. Is this a sound that really relaxes you, Gev? Patchwork and Jabba. That's to go between my games. Hell yeah! Accept a good morning. We like to party. 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 The finger bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels are still are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, come on and move your body. Bam 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 bam. Let's hear some more. More singing. Hell yeah. Patchwork's on my wish list. I really like Patchwork. I've played it a hell of a lot and I still love it. Denardi, good morning. I really like stabbing the peanut butter. Oh, like getting the first scoop of, yeah. That's like, it's like the experience of like being the first person to like step on the fresh snow kind of thing, isn't it? Being the first person to take that scoop of peanut butter. Hell yeah, I see that being satisfying. I see that. I vibe with that. That's good. Oh, really? And a metal coin a friend of mine sent me, but I've yet to play, so I don't want to... Oh, okay. You don't have something to play with, so I don't want to mess it up. That's fair. That's fair. Best girl I've ever borrowed. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. That might be the opposite of ASMR. No one finds the Venga bus relaxing. Sound of rain. Rain was me. I was also a rain person because this is how we got to it. I was talking about it this morning because the rain has been really, really heavy today. And so I woke up to rain hitting the window and it was very nice, very relaxing. Although I was also very disorientated because it was so dark. I thought it was still like the middle of the night and it was not the middle of the night. So I did wake up a little disorientated, but the rain sound was nice and relaxing. Hell yeah. Love that. Rain anywhere. Yeah, just rain is a good one. Oh dear.
Yo!
Oh no. More ASMR.
Here's a story.
About a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue, like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen to. Yeah, blue dabba dee dabba die, 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 dabba dee dabba die. Blue is what I expected, yeah. Dabba dee dabba die, 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 dabba dee dabba die. Yeah. Thank you so much for the blue. Oh dear. Did you see when we had like a party during the charity stream last week and it was clipped and it was put in the highlight reel for that's a lot of heckin' damage. It was put in the highlight reel for the Gamers Outreach VT Versalo event last. So they did like a little highlight video and we were in it. We were in it as a frog. But we were in it. I feel very fortunate. Thank you so much for featuring me. It's very sweet of you. Oh dear. Oh, you want to pause? I can check my posture, but I kind of also want to keep it. Am I wrong in saying that like squatting like this is actually like a really good way of sitting? Like, because I'm like sat on my legs right now. It's definitely probably not the best way of sitting in a spinning chair, but like, isn't it meant to be kind of good for you? I can't remember. Was it Rainbow? It was actually the poison frog. So the poison style version of the frog. Yes. Oh dear. So not the more. Well, no, the poisonous frog was still quite colourful, but not the most colourful version, I guess. There we go. Sunkoi, good morning! How are you doing? We've been talking about things that relax us, like in an ASMR sense, but not necessarily like sounds, but sounds as well. So like sounds we find relaxing, or smells we find relaxing, or like visual satisfying stuff that we find relaxing. Hell yeah. To be fair, we've had a lot of consensus on a few things. A lot of us like rain. Petrol is, I guess, an up and a down. Book smell, and now board game smell as well, which is kind of cool. Oh dear, it was a comfy way of sitting for me before I had kids, but unfortunately my mum time gets in the way. Dear, fair. Oh dear, I'm a floor sitter a lot of the time when I'm not. Bob Ross episode. Actually, yeah, Bob Ross is the OG for ASMR content. If we're being pure and honest, like Bob Ross led the field there. It did such a good job. Like everything from the sound of the paint, or like the paintbrush going across the canvas, to like just the chill voice. Bob Ross got it. 10 out of 10. Dear. I think you're fine. You gotta be careful sitting with weight on your knees when your leg is perpendicular to the spine, because the weight pushes the spine. Oh, really? Oh. Just remember, regular stretching. Regular stretching is always good. True. I could do a stretch. Book smell is nice. Hell yeah. Beat the hell out of it. That's my ASMR. Listening to Bob beat the devil out of his brushes. Oh dear. Adjusting from time to time. True. Adjusting is also important. Oh dear. I guess I could use this to adjust, right? Beat the devil out of it. Yes. Oh dear. Yeah, I used to watch Bob Ross a lot when I like all the joy of painting when I was sick. Like if I had to stay home from school, because they'd play it. I guess it would have been between 9 and 10, like in the morning when I normally would have been at school. So I mainly remember watching it, on days where I was sick, and I'd just lie on the sofa and watch The Joy of Painting, and it really relaxed. It made me feel a lot better. Instant heal. Everyone needs a friend. Yeah, it's like, let's give this little tree a friend. Everyone needs a friend. It's like, oh, let's give the mountain a whole other mountain friend. I love it. Oh my god, it's so relaxing. Oh dear, it always makes me smile. Yeah. I don't think I've ever. I think Bob Ross really is like the king of ASMR, to be fair, like that whole genre, because everything about it visually, although actually no, I say that, there's always a point in nearly every single Bob Ross painting where he puts like a big black line across the canvas and you're like, oh my god, Bob, what are you doing? You're ruining it. You made that beautiful sky and then you just go, he's like, don't worry about it, we're gonna make this into this, and you're like, I trust you, Bob, but like that would always... That bit where he makes something really beautiful and then puts a massive black line through it, and it happens at nearly every single painting, I would always get a little bit stressed out. I trust you, Bob, but I'm still a little like stressed out. I say that as a person who crisscross applesauces a lot, has bad nose. Oh no! Crisscross. Wait, is crisscross applesauce like a? Is that a way that you sit? Because I know it as like a chant that you do as a kid, like one of those like CC my playmate kind of chants, like crisscross applesauce, spiders crawling up your back, like that one. That's the one that I know. Oh dear. I think you said this side. What? Wait, I know you said that this side works your backside, but it's such a pretty structure too. Yee! Yeah, so actually the backside is, you can make a pattern out of this too. I'm stitching all the little flaps that I'm making down, but if you check out Sunkoi's channel, they are making little flowers out of them. So you can use both sides of the fabric to make really, really pretty things. For me, I'm staying away from the florals because it doesn't make sense. There's not really any floral association with the collector, but it's still a really pretty smocking pattern. It still looks really, really good. I've literally just seen, really, just now? Hell yeah. They say, I don't know, British colloquial would be squatting. I think it's just called squatting. I think we just call it squatting, right? That's what I've always called it. I squat on the floor. I squat. But like, I'm a college single mum who could only afford a tiny 30-inch TV, didn't have a remote, and I could only watch public channels. Bob Ross on a mentally low days was saving grace. Hell yeah. having a bad day. I'm so happy that he same. It was one of the first things I like on Twitch, other than like a couple of content creators I will not name because unfortunately they have been outed as bad people. But other than that, it was the only thing that I used to watch on Twitch, and I loved it. Ah, dear. First time I've heard that, and I hear it twice in the source in time. Yeah, like crisscross applesauce. Yeah, we just call it cross-legged. Yeah, cross-legged as squat. Crisscross applesauce, spiders crawling up your back. I think that was probably my least favorite one though because it didn't rhyme. I liked CC My Playmate. This is, by the way, we're talking about like when I was a young child because these are like these kind of ones. You know, where you like clap and all that kind of stuff. CC My Playmate, love that one. That was great. Oh dear. Although, in hindsight, the lyrics are kind of weird. Sending this up, I think that's not PC anymore. Well, yeah, probably no. Probably no. I would say. It doesn't sound like it's a nice thing to say, so like, yeah. Oh. Also just call it cross-legged, yeah. Cross-legged. Although crisscross applesauce is very cute. Right, crisscross applesauce is very cute. They do like it. Oh dear. It's called... Oh god, I'm sorry, B. It's called Clearmacazit. Clearmacazit? Which literally sounds like a tailor sit, really? Hell yeah, well you can call it tailor sit. I'm a tailor, and I sit like that all the time. Oh dear. Crisscross applesauce. I just can't think of it without doing the spiders crawling up your back. Some here, some there. Miss Mary Mac all dressed in black. We didn't have that one as much though. I know of that one, but that wasn't one that we did at our school. Oh dear. We had CC My Playmate. What was it? CC My Playmate. I cannot play with you. My sister's got the flu. Chickenpox and measles too. It's a really weird one because it's just talking about your diseased sister. I don't really understand why, but that's the one we did. Dear. CC My Playmate, which is honestly kind of disturbing in hindsight, but sure, whatever. Dear. I wish I could sit cross-legged, but no, that's fair. My whole family, no, that's not true. Half of my family, with myself included, we all sit like gremlins, and I don't know why. One thing that, like, you can tell which side of the family we're on because one side of my family, we don't cross our legs, we like double cross our legs. So when you see our legs under the table, they'll look like this. And I don't know why, and I am that part of the family, so like if you were to like look above the table we'd all look really normal, but then when you look under the table half the family's legs are like that. And they're like all twisted together, and we've always sat like that, and I'm not sure why. So it's clearly like just a thing that we like, you know, take from our parents and being like, well my parents sit like that so I sit like that. But yeah, half the family just sit with because I do the same. I cross my leg and then I underneath it cross it. So like when I'm sat cross-legged, I've actually got my legs crossing over twice on the top. So it crosses over the top and then it crosses over again lower down. And I don't know why. It's only something that you notice when you get older though, when you realize that other people aren't sitting the same way as you, and it's like, wait, why are we all sat with like double crossed legs and you only cross your leg once? I don't like crossing my leg once. I find it very uncomfortable. Like I find it like, it just feels like it needs to go a bit further. Silver buttons all down, back. I remember conversation 64, no repeats or hesitation as a kid. Trying to do my kid called me weird. Wow, rude. Clarity Americans call skew-whiff something ridiculous. I've been informed skew-whiff is like, when it's like slightly off color. Yeah, skew-whiff. I like skew-whiff. Skew-whiff's a good name. We must find the double-edged, double-crossy leggy gene. The double-crossy leggy gene. It's a curse gene. You just look like your legs are made of spaghetti. I sit like that though. I sit in a lot of weird, but then so does my family. It is clearly just something that I've inherited. Thank you for the hick. Kitty Wampus? I don't know what that one is. Also, welcome on in, Chucky. I hope you're doing well. Skew-whiff, never heard of it. I like skew-whiff. I have heard of it though. But then I also have half my family's American, so it's probably they've said it to me before. Skew-whiff. Dear. In fact, I think I've said skew-whiff on stream a fair few times. It's definitely part of like my commonly used terminology, I guess, for saying like, oh yeah, that seems a bit skew-if, but no one's gonna see it anyway. So, you know, it just means it's just not quite right. I don't know what you mean, and I'm saying it. Skew-if. It's an old person thing. What? What? Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. No. Oh dear. Oh, I feel like we had another one. I can't remember, but I know that it ended with, but he got shot by UFO. That's the only thing that I remember from it. But it had a whole clapping game beforehand, and then you go really, really hard into rock, paper, scissors. And you say, but he got shot by UFO. And then you do your rock, paper, scissors. And then whoever loses gets punched. Just kid things, you know? Just kid things. I kind of like stuff like that because it does kind of... I guess it depends if people still do it, but like, it's pretty regional a lot of the time, right? Like, you all have your different clapping rhymes depending on what school you went to. Even if you grew up in the same country, I'd assume different schools would have different clapping things they did a lot of. Like, I don't think I've met anyone who does CC My Playmate, but like, that was the main one at our school. When I was a kid, probably isn't anymore. Oh dear. Oh. I really wish I could find my scissors sharpness. That would be nice. I wish I knew where I put it. Oh dear. More, sorry, I hear people saying that's a little hacked, isn't it? Though, but I don't feel like my sample of people are wrong because my friends use the F word as literally any word in a sentence. Yeah, I mean, most of my friends swear a lot more than I do. I think I'm a bit, not the common by any stretch of the imagination. It's not that I don't swear, I just really don't swear very often. So, but most of my friends swear quite a lot. Like, yeah, like, it wouldn't be unusual to hear someone swearing every other sentence, to be fair. So, oh dear, skew-whiff. Alternative spelling of skew-whiff derived from the skew-weft, which dates back to the 18th century as a term used by hand weavers. There we go. Skew-whiff. I just think it's a really nice, it's a nice word. It's got a good mouth feel, you know? The feeling of saying skew-whiff, 10 out of 10. Wait, you had CC? Oh my god, yeah, the whole thing was CC my playmate. I cannot play with you. My sister's got the flu. Chicken pox and measles too. Shoot down the drain pipe into my paradise where I can be your friend forever. More. You can tell we did it a lot because like 20 years later I still remember it. Oh dear. Yeah, that was our one. It's really weird in retrospect because it is mainly just talking about your sick sister and escaping from it, but like, okay. Oh dear. The more you know, hell yeah. Oh dear, I like skew-whiff. Skew-whiff got good mouth feeling. It's one of those good words. It's fun to say. Which I think is why it's ended up being something that I use more. And also it's like a nice way of addressing mistakes that you make, especially live on stream, like being like, that's a little skew-whiff. I acknowledge that I've made a mistake and I'm also not going to change it. It's just a bit skew-whiff. Oh dear. Which is probably another reason why I use it so much on stream. Because I do make a lot of mistakes and I also don't change it. We do the F as punctuation. Yeah. Oh dear. I will say you should be able to say it here. I don't know actually. I think I've got my mod back. I won't say it, but you can say it. We don't have like a ban on swearing or anything outside of charity streams. It's just I don't swear very much, really. I don't know. I just don't like it to become a part of... I just struggle to separate the way that I talk. It's a me problem. But yeah, I prefer to try and avoid putting stuff into my language because then I'll use it in inappropriate settings and I don't... So swearing is one of those things where it's like, I could swear and maybe it would be appropriate, but then I could also swear it'd be incredibly inappropriate, so I just don't do it. It's easier just to avoid those words. Oh dear. Just realized you also the Pixel community. Hello! Hell yeah. This is what, this is bringing it full circle of what I mean is there's a real community around artists and crafters on Twitch in that like a lot of people will know each other or follow the same people and stuff like that. Like, That's what I mean about, like, you know, looking at Kick from a maker and crafter's perspective. There just isn't that there. But here, everyone knows everyone. And it's chill, you know? Oh dear. Like, the community is pretty active and there's a lot of people, so even, like, you do just end up kind of meeting a lot of people. I guess the only people that I don't regularly meet are people that are outside of my time zone. I, like, know of a lot of streamers that stream much too late for me, but, like, I don't tend to watch them just because, again, it's just out of my time zone. But, like, even then, I feel like you still know of them. Like, you still know when people are doing well and you cheer them on from the other side of the world kind of thing. Oh dear. Yeah, Creator Twitch is a massively large, small community. It is. Oh dear. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. But yeah, everyone really, I think everyone does really hear of everyone. Eventually. Oh dear. I guess it also does kind of, you know, it depends as well, like, you can meet people quicker or slower at your own pace kind of thing, because, you know, a lot of people don't like raiding. If you don't like raiding, you probably won't meet people as quickly, but I do still feel like people might know of you. Maybe? Oh dear. But yeah, most people, eventually, people get to know them. Hell yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think it's one of the main selling points of maybe starting to stream on Twitch and doing makers and crafters stuff is the community here is pretty chill. It's not a huge community, but a lot of people know everyone. And so it's like, you get to know people quite quickly. And I'm the same, like, I'll go into other people's streams and sometimes I'll just fall across somebody that I talked to already. And it's like, oh, you're here as well, hello. It's kind of nice. It's like that in the Final Fantasy IX category as well. We're very passionate. There have been many times where I've gone into a stream and I've met someone else that I already talked to in someone else's stream, and it's like, oh, hello. Hi there. I guess we're also both watching this speedrun, huh? Cool. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. I'm a big fan of that. Now I'm just imagining trying to speedrun, getting to know everyone in makers and crafting. Like Stardew Valley, like you go meet everyone and then you get the achievement. Thing is, I don't think it'd be too difficult. Like, the difficulty, I guess, will be time zones. There are streamers that I know of, like, I know of streamer 9.5, I know of the amazing charity work they do, but they stream, like, at 11 PM for me, so I know of them, but I probably won't be watching them unless I'm up way later than I should be. Oh, dear. Well, I still support and cheer them on from a distance. I just listen, I go to bed really early. Oh, dear. Not really early. Early enough. There we go. It's a shame. I mean, there are many days where I wish that I could just... Like, listen, I like sleeping, to be honest. I do find sleeping to be very relaxing, and I do quite enjoy it. But I kind of... There are days where I wish that I didn't have to sleep so that I could just experience the entirety of the day. And, like, you know, watch the streams that I normally can't watch. Have even more time to do my crafts and stuff like that. Maybe even eat a 4th meal instead of just 3 meals a day, have the nighttime meal. Like, I think there'd be a lot of benefits to staying up the entire day every single day if that was possible. Generator was rated out by someone else and they are doing medieval magic up. At least 3 of us like, is this Phoebe? I all know each other, it's wonder. Aww, hell yeah. Dinner and supper. Yeah. Alright, let me tie that off. We're doing pretty good. I know we've been chatting a lot, but we're actually doing really well. The creative side of Twitch always amazes me. I was on Twitch for years, I only capped before I even heard of this side of Twitch. And in Minecraft stream, I followed decided they wanted to make a craft channel. So I followed out of support, and then their first stream ended. I liked the vibe, surfed the side, found my new friend, now friend Pixel. His stream ended one day, found me making bras. I think side of Twitch is the one place I love bouncing around because there's so much fun here. Yeah, there is a mixture of things going on in the makers and crafting section, but it's good, it's wholesome. Tease, I was just thinking I needed to hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I was literally just eyeing up my Pepsi, like I would like to drink some of that. Because I don't drink fizzy drinks very often. It always catches me. Like, oh, Strong. Pixel's the entire reason I make quilts now, and I'm being deadly serious. I don't doubt it. There is a specific streamer who I won't mention because they don't stream under that name anymore. They've completely rebranded. But there was a specific streamer that they got me into crafting on Twitch because they were making cosplays, and they were making a cosplay to enter a TwitchCon that didn't happen, I want to say, because it would have been TwitchCon 2020, which is obviously when the pandemic really became a big problem and everything was going on. So, but that's who I was watching. I was watching someone making a cosplay for a convention that never happened, and yeah, that's what got me into crafting on Twitch. It didn't get me into cosplay. I already liked cosplay, but it did get me into live streaming. There were a few influencers, but I would say that one was the big one. Like, seeing someone doing something that you think you would enjoy, it's like, yeah, I think I'd enjoy that. I want to do that as well. The funny side of this, because it's so large but small at the same time, you could join a random chat and see a friend, they'd be like, oh my god, Fred, yeah. It happens a lot. I mean, a lot of us have, I wouldn't say like a lot of community overlap. I think me, Anime, Sunkoi have a lot of community overlap. Probably a couple of other people as well. I think it helps, Feathered. I think it helps if you stream at a similar time, because obviously like a lot of people can watch at similar times. Yeah, I think us four maybe have quite a bit of overlap. I always see someone I know in them. There's always at least one person I recognize in those streams. Wow. I have a theory on an understated and ultimately sad secret to the strength of a creative art. It's functional unprofitable. It's functionally unprofitable, as in even more rare to find you full-time living crafting or doing music on Twitch. But all the people on the side are default doing it by passion and rarely ever do it for clout. Yeah, I would say if you're trying to become like the biggest streamer on Twitch, makers and crafting ain't the way to go. It's fun though. It's a really fun way of going on Twitch, but like again, we talk about the max amount of viewers in the category. Like you're not gonna do it on makers and crafting alone, probably. Very often. I think more likely to do others. Oh, and Hut. Yep, Hut's a good one. Definitely also in Hut. A lovely and cooperative and tight-knit, yeah. Not that it would still happen in better conditions. I mean, the thing is as well, whenever somebody does take off, like I want to say 9.5 got partner a few months ago, right near Christmas. Like, everyone cheers them on. Everyone's like, get it! Go get partner, become a crafting partner, yes! Like, I don't think I've seen anyone. Everyone, I think, universally, if there's someone in the makers and crafting category that's getting close, like I have my eye on Orphe, on who was it? They're probably live right now, honestly. There's another one. Orphe or Orphan Stitch. Who was it? Some of you might remember. Their name is escaping me. They do amazing felting and stuff. Was it? It's another person who's doing really well. Like, you keep an eye on people like that because then you hope that they get partner. I mean, it's good for the whole category, the more partners that we have at the end of the day. So like, if someone's getting close, I do think the majority of the community very hard cheers them on. But I also don't think a lot of people come into makers and crafting hoping to specifically get partner. Like, it's a nice thing if it happens, but it's not everyone's main goal. Oh, that's really annoying me. It's really annoying me that I can't remember their name. Ah. Gah. Oh dear. I wonder if it's Scribble Mass if the camaraderie would change, of that positivity is inherent to being creative people. Cozy actually as well, but Cozy wasn't the one I was thinking of, but also Cozy, yes. There was someone else. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. You know when you've just completely mind blank. Who was it? They're not live right now. Whoa. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna know. Oh dear. Heck. Harmony's followed me after one of the very few streams I did while sewing a Halloween costume for my son. I was confused why they'd follow me. Lots of it's cool to have someone outside the Pickles community say, hey, are you like your cat? Yeah! Nah, the makers and crafting community it's pretty sweet, honestly. It's just a nice place to hang out. There's not really any pressure. Like, if you want to go for partner, a lot of people will support you, but if you're more like me, I'm not super fussed on it, to be honest. If people are chill, like, everyone has their own goals within their hobby anyway. For some people, those goals do overlap on Twitch a little bit more, and for some people, they don't. And it's just nice cheering on everyone with their individual goals, whether it be for a cosplay competition, or finishing a quilt, or, you know, anything. It's nice. It's very wholesome, and it's just a lot of people cheering each other on. I like that. I like that. Oh, dear. Go. I'm assuming the art category must be semi-similar as well, right? Probably? I'd assume so. I don't really stream in the art category as much unless I'm doing VTubing stuff, but I'm assuming that it must be like a similar kind of vibe. Like, whenever I've been in the art category and I've met new people, it's been a nice time. It's just, I do like art streams maybe once a week, and I do a lot more makers and crafting, so I'm more familiar with this side. God dear, yup! Hell yeah, yup! There we go. We're getting there, by the way, so let me do a quick flip over so you can see what we're doing. We're getting there. We're making progress. We have 4 lines left. And then finishing the edges, which does take a minute. I don't know if you people across all creative categories and they're a little bit clout shocky. The thing is, maybe this is a controversial opinion, I actually don't think there's anything wrong with chasing clout. I think the only issue is if you're being obnoxious or ruining other people's experiences on Twitch. Otherwise, you go for it. Hell yeah. Get your clout. When it comes to cosplay, I don't know if clout is maybe the right way, but I like people to see what I've made. And so it's like, I think it's normal to, if you're trying hard at something, to want people to see you. But yeah, I'm maybe more focused on my cosplay goals and my Twitch goals. I wouldn't want to lose Twitch though. I wouldn't want to lose the streaming because I do enjoy it. That's why, for those who aren't aware, we're going to be doing a bit of a test stream on YouTube later today. It's not so much for growing the channel. I don't think I'll grow on YouTube. It's more so that if anything does happen to Twitch, I have something I can fall back on to still live stream, because I would say that my hobby is live streaming. It doesn't have to be on Twitch. But I don't think anything will happen to Twitch anytime soon. It's just the stuff that's happened over the last couple months has made me a bit on edge about it. Like putting all of my eggs in one basket, like, because I really enjoy streaming. What if tomorrow Twitch was like, actually no, we're shutting down? What would I do? Like, where would I go? I have nothing. That is the only place that I stream. So I'm going to be doing that because I'm just a little nervous that Twitch is going to at some point maybe make a big mistake, and if that happens, I want to have a fallback, you know? And I don't want to do Kick, so it's just going to be for like a couple streams a week just so I can get myself like grounded there. I'm not necessarily looking to grow big on YouTube, I just don't want to lose live streaming. Ah, dear. Not that I know everyone, but maybe like 5 out of 200. Oh, okay. I got affiliate really fast too and I joined. You guys are so welcoming. Well, yeah, because affiliate's just a nice thing to have. You have so much more freedom when you're an affiliate. Like, you get your emotes, but also you have, like, you can do polls and stuff with chat. It's just a lot of nice little things. What are my cos goals for now? I'm in a bit of a belief, I'm in a bit of a junction, because without going too heavy into the subject, my goal for the last 15 years, maybe like most of my adult life as a cosplayer, has been to enter and win World Cosplay Summit. Now, due to the stuff that is happening recently, I am physically not able to enter that competition anymore due to my sexuality. So I can't actually do that goal. So I'm actually kind of in the process of refiguring out what my goal with cosplay is. Because I've had the same goal. I've always said my goal is to become a world champion of cosplay. My goal is to become a world champion of cosplay. I would like to become a world champion of cosplay one day. But right now I can't do that, so I'm kind of reconfiguring my goals a little bit at the moment. If I had to guess, I will probably just win a big cosplay competition and I'll find one that I'd like to win. Crowns is up there, but yeah, there's other things as well. Yeah, Nerdy, if you want to look into it, I'm not going to go into it on stream because it is incredibly triggering. Type in World Cosplay Summit on Twitter. You'll find it. You'll find out exactly why I can't enter it and why a lot of people can no longer enter it. But yeah, I'm not gonna make it a big topic because it is pretty hard to talk about. I mean, they won't shut down if YouTube fixed their chat. You might be leaving money and viewers on the table for no reason. I don't know, I don't think careful. Dear. The thing they've noticed about the crafting side of Twitch when you start streaming is how the second someone in the community starts and another person hears, I love how they go, oh, you're streaming now, let's help you reach affiliate. Yeah, I think like partner's a nice thing to have, but affiliate really is like, it's so useful. There's so much you can do with affiliate that you can't do without it. It's good. Till there is another word competition, a different competition, yeah. Dear. I haven't been following the whole thing. What about Ultimate Cosplay Competition? It's a super nice community. I've thought about it. The Ultimate Online, is that Ultimate Cosplay Competition? That's the Ultimate Online Cosplay one, right? I've thought about it, that one, and I would like to enter it at some point, but I don't think that's going to be my end goal. Mainly just, I like being on a physical stage. There's something about going and talking to the judges in person and stuff like that. I really enjoy that whole, I enjoy the whole event of it, you know, of like going and people seeing the costume in person and then being able to chat. It's physical now. Where is it held? I am in the UK. I am UK based. I'm gonna make an assumption it's gonna be in America. Oh dear. The music community Discord has a mod chat specifically to call out new people so they can hell yeah. They didn't do one online this year. Yeah, that's the other thing is I know that they didn't, because I know a couple people that were making for it, and so when they didn't do it, were like, ugh. I get it. I was in the community for a while. Mainly just because I didn't enter it myself. I liked watching everyone else who entered it. So I liked watching the live stream of it and everything like that. It was really good. I had a really good time. But yes, I was a viewer member of the community rather than a crafter member of the community. I just liked watching. Before the category taking photos, some people get mics funded on their first stream they were posted. It's too big for them now. Kind of, not that great. Yeah, I get it. Oh dear, that's why I couldn't enter it either. It's in America. Yeah. Wales. UK. Damn it. We don't get a lot. I think my goal, crown is your goal now. W says, yeah, same for me, but like morally, I don't think I'll ever be able to enter it after the stuff that they've done. And yeah, it's a shame. I know a lot of cosplayers had the same dream as us, and it's like, having that taken away is very, very sad. So I guess I'm in a transitional period of my life when it comes to what my end goal is. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll find it. I still want to win a big cosplay competition. My goal, weirdly, after last stream is to get into crowns. Not win crowns, but get into crowns with my Toblerone Man costume. I don't know if I want that to be my end goal for cosplay, but like, weirdly, my current goal is like, what do I really want to do with cosplay? It's like, I really want to make Toblerone Man. I want to make Toblerone Man, and I want to enter the Crown Champions with my Toblerone Man costume. But we'll see on that one. Oh dear, we need a really good cosplay event in the UK. Oh my god, the UK is starved for good cosplay events. And also, especially now since, because I really wanted to go, because I wanted to go this year, but we didn't have the money. So I was planning to go to it next year, but for Cos Expo, unfortunately now aren't running next year. So also we've lost that. I don't know for how long we've lost that, but we've lost it. Would Bristol be a suitable place? Honestly, anywhere in the UK would be a suitable place. I will say London already has a couple of very big events, as does Manchester and Birmingham with MCM. So if you didn't want to accidentally hit it the same week as them, maybe Bristol would be a good call, because I don't think Bristol has one right now that's really big. Excuse me. I love seeing that as a viewer. The first stream I watched was in Minecraft, and they set the god getting a new bed because theirs was called them Intense Pain. And a few minutes of me following, I watched their community instantly. Oh, bless them! And they got a good bed. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Thank you for the hick. Sorry. Yeah, I'm drinking a fizzy drink. It's gonna happen like a lot more. I have done this to myself. Oh dear. I could work around it. I'm intent on sorting out a quilt fest, and I want to make the cosplay comp. Honestly, same. But I think the amount of money you need, and as well as like getting a whole team, it's like, if I won the lottery, would I? Yes. But I need to win the lottery, and I don't enter, so I think the chances are very small, if I had to guess. Oh dear, apologies. Shoot, damn it. My bad. Brisbane's a bad shout because there could be pretty static venues like Cos Expo. Yeah, Cos Expo. Incredible for neutralizing those mouthfuls. Yeah! Ah, dear. Good evening, Jason. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Oh, dear. Then recently another class was raising funds for moving and chat met that go really quick too. Actually, once they did it, hell yeah! Oh, dear. Yeah, we had the same thing earlier this year. So we had a bit of a week. We'll put it like that. We had a specifically really, really bad week where back to back, my monitor broke, then my camera broke, and then I broke my mouth. It was like wham, bam, bam. So it was like a super, super expensive week getting everything fixed. And as soon as I'd mentioned that things had broken, people were like, put a fundraiser together. That wasn't a great month. It was not a great month. So I was like, okay. So people were literally donating before I had even like gone live on it, like because people knew that stuff had broken, and I'd had to like take a week off as well because of my jaw. So people were just donating while I was offline. And yeah, it was incredibly wholesome. It's the only time that we've ever had that, and literally people funded them before I'd even gone live with the fundraiser. Like, it was that quick. It was very hecking sweet. And it meant that we could go back to crafting really quickly. I just had to wait until, well, we were meant to go on holiday, and then I couldn't go on the holiday either, so we just had to wait until we couldn't go on holiday. And then we ordered it all in and I could do all of my normal streams again. And it was very hecking sweet. Oh, it was just that was a month. It was a month. It was one very bad week, but the month in general was maybe not the best, but that was a highlight. Oh dear. I generally don't think I could do customer service at Twitch to recharge me. Bless you. Honestly, that's a vibe. That is a vibe. Ah dear. When I noticed Sinner almost doubled my name, I got excited, and the second I saw it move to you, and I was like, ah, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm very so. God, it's just me being a paranoid person. I really don't like giving my address away, so I'd donate and then I'm like, and now please don't enter me into anything because I'm not going to give you my address. I need to get a PO box or something at some point because like I'm just so, like, you see all these horrible stories of things like happening, and it's not necessarily that you imagine anyone in the community does that, it's just someone who has bad intentions finding your stream and being mean. Dear. So I'm very cagey with my address just in case. Especially because I am in a position where I can't leave the house, so like if somebody was to do something bad, I'd kind of be stuck. Yeah, I'll donate and then I'll be like, don't enter me into anything. Keep me out of this. I don't want to win. Oh dear. You had me at service. I think I've been there, and no thanks though. Maybe at Lego. See, I love the idea of working at Lego, but I also hate it because whenever I see the shop, it is so heavingly busy. I'm like, I don't know if I could deal with that level of busyness from start to finish. Like, as much as I love Lego and I like talking about Lego, that level of busyness from start of day to end, I'd be tired. I'd be very tired at the end of every day. Oh. There we go. What? And see, I might take a little break in a moment. Here's the thing. There's banana bread downstairs. I was meant to bring banana bread to the picnic yesterday, but I ended up not being able to go just because of some stuff happening. So I couldn't go to picnic. So now I had like a tin of cookies that I'd made and also the banana bread, but we kind of need to eat through them because they don't last that long, and I'm very... I honestly, I'm not, it's not that I'm not hungry, to be fair. I could eat a banana bread right now. But I might go grab one. Oh dear. I don't have to ask for the coffee on my birthday. Don't worry, I don't have your address. I forgot it already and I tossed it away. Thank you. Thank you. Oh dear. Not in a position to leave the house. Can you expand on that? It's too personal. Oh yeah, I mean... Oh, that reminds me. Actually, I wanted to talk... Ow! Oh my... Oh no. You should not clap when you have a needle between your hands. Oh, that hurt both of my hands. Jesus Christ. I got a bit too excited there. It's alright, I don't think it's gonna bleed or anything. It was right in my palm, so it's fine. Oh, Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just got really excited because I wanted to post this the other day and I couldn't because Twitter was being a butt. It's Disability Pride Month. If you're not aware, July is basically when people talk about their disabilities, how they affect them, and how people can help if they want to. Normally, it's more to do with how you approach different disabilities and like the language you use and stuff like that. But it is Disability Pride Month. If you're disabled, happy Pride. But as someone who is also LGBT and the Gay Pride Month is celebrated in August, I had 3 Pride months in a row. I'm winning on Prides. But for those who don't know, I'm disabled. I was classed as medically disabled about 5 years ago. And that is due to having a migraine pretty much every single day. So I'm actually going through a pretty intense treatment right now to try and get it lower. I've had migraines for 7 years, and 5 years ago is when they became to a point where I could no longer work very easily. So I would have to do volunteering and stuff like that instead. Basically, if you've ever had a migraine, hopefully you can kind of imagine it. It's like that every single day of your life. For at least normally around half the day. It's why I'm a morning streamer. So my migraines are likely caused by it's actually probably that they're likely caused by consecutive concussion. So I've had like a lot of concussions, unfortunately. I've had a lot of head injuries as a young person. My family is also all of my family have migraines. Not chronic migraine, but migraine. So I was probably already predisposed to be more likely to get migraines, and then with the amount of head injuries I've had, in some ways, it's not surprising. Thank you for clipping my clap. Welcome on in, Oz. Good morning. So when I was 20, I had my first migraine. Slowly over time, they got more and more frequent. So it'd go from like having one a month to having one a week to having like most of my week covered by migraines until I was in the state that I am now. If you've ever had a migraine, you can probably imagine why it's so disabling. You can't see very well. That's part of the reason that I keep machinery out of my cosplays a lot of the time, like glue guns, like heat guns, like saws, anything sharp. My vision's really, really bad, and it's not something that can be fixed with glasses because it is migraines. So I find it very difficult to see the center of my vision, and I can see the outside, but not where I'm looking very well. And I have that near 24/7, which is what's partly stops me from doing a lot of stuff without assistance, is the fact that I can't see. Secondly, I'm in pain. I feel sick every single day. Every single day. Not a day goes by where you're not vomiting, where you're not in agony. It is incredibly difficult to get through day by day. It's not a condition that will often kill you, although there is a lot of links between people with chronic migraines and strokes, unfortunately. But the condition chronic migraine won't kill you, but you'll wish it did. You'll wish it did. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it. It's awful. It's pretty sicky. It's pretty nasty. It's never feeling comfortable. It's always being in pain, and it's not a mild pain. It is a very, very bad pain a lot of the time. It is facial paralysis for me. I have hemiplegic migraine, so I lose the control of half my face. It'll just start sinking. It is, paralysis, not being able to speak anymore when it gets really, really bad. And yeah, that's what chronic migraine is. It sucks. It's really, really bad. But what I wanted to say is a hugely stigmatized disorder, because people don't assume that migraines can happen that often. Unless you've heard of chronic migraines, you might not even realize it exists. But Wales, BBC Wales, on the first day of Disability Month, covered chronic migraines. It covered some people with chronic migraines and how it affects their life, and why it is so important to boost people with chronic migraine and explain why it is a disability and help us. Because right now, chronic migraine is classed as a medical disability. So it's like on my files when I go to the doctors, it has me as disabled. That's not something that I've requested. That's just something that's there. But I can't apply for disability benefits because it's not seen as a disability to the benefit people. So even though I have literal documents that I've taken to PIP, to all of that, to say, look, here is a neurologist telling you that I am disabled, they will tell me that I am not disabled, because it is not counted for your benefits. So during this past 5 years where I have not really been able to work, where I can't do regular stuff, where I can't look after myself, I can't handle the finances in my own house because I'm not well enough consistently, and because I don't have good memory, because I'm always having migraines, because of all of that. But I still don't get any assistance, like payment-wise. I don't get anything. Nothing at all. Zero. We can't even get carers benefits, even though Shiny is registered as my carer. We don't get any benefits from it though. because I don't have PIP, and I can't get PIP because chronic migraine isn't seen as a disability that you get benefits for. So having it being on the front page of Wales explaining why we need to fix this, why these people need support, myself included, was so wholesome. It made me smile so much because it is such a stigmatized disorder. Again, people don't even believe that it exists, even though there are people like me who've had literal brain scan. You normally can't see migraines, but you can see the cause. But yeah, it's what it is. And yeah, seeing that seeing that the biggest news outlet decided to cover it on the first day of Disability Pride Month, such a stigmatized disorder, I was so proud. I was so proud. I was so proud of everyone who came forward and talked for the article as well, because they did speak to a lot of people about it and how it affected their lives. It's not easy to talk about. It's not a fun thing to talk about. It's why I don't talk about it that often on stream, because I don't want people to be coming into my stream and just pitying me. It's not a good situation, but I want to talk about crafts and ASMR smells and piss, you know? I don't want to come in and talk about why being disabled sucks. That's not what I want my streams to be about. But if you're wondering why I struggle to leave the house as often as I do, it's because I need a lot of assistance because I can't see. I can take painkillers, but the painkillers do make me forget nearly everything that's happened that day. So great. If it wouldn't be good if it was something that I specifically want to remember. However, I am currently going through a more intensive treatment for my migraines, which is actually helping. It's why I've been able to stream more often recently. It's why I've been more active in the evenings. I still have a lot of bad days, but I'm having a lot more good days. So we're getting there. It's just a slow healing process, unfortunately. I don't think I've ever had migraine, given the various descriptions I've encountered. I mean, everyone's migraines are a bit different. Some people won't ever have nausea. Some people only have nausea. Some people don't even experience the pain, which is crazy to me because that's always been my main cue of I'm having a migraine is the pain. But for some people, they don't experience it. It's a lot. The other thing that they talked about a lot was the symptoms you get before having a migraine, which don't affect me as much because I go into one to the next one so quickly. So I always kind of even now I can feel my previous migraine from yesterday. I kind of just always feel it. But yeah, it's interesting and it's useful stuff for employers to know as well, because sometimes you won't be the first person to notice your migraine. Sometimes someone else will. I'm out of commission with a migraine a week or 2 weeks. I can't imagine daily. Yeah, it sucks. But this is the thing. I'm very much of the opinion that regardless of the type of migraine you have, whether you have them like me or whether you have them once a week, once a month, once a year, I still think you should get the same level of respect and assistance. A lot of people, especially if you don't have them regularly, especially if you don't have a diagnosis for it, will literally not be allowed to leave work and will just be forced to sit and work until they throw up. And I just think there's no dignity with that. And I remember that in school. I remember kids being forced to stay in school until they started profusely vomiting. And you know that you're having a migraine before you get to that part. The first, I am very aware, it's normally 2 or 3 hours in that I get to the point where I'm feeling sick. So, forcing people to that kind of humiliation, I don't think it matters whether you have one migraine or 1,000 migraines. I am very much of the opinion that everyone deserves the support of being able to leave your workplace and being believed, so that you don't have to get to the stage of what I had to do often, what many other people have to do often, which is wait till you start throwing up. And it's very embarrassing. I hated it. But that's kind of what it feels like you have to do. You have to wait till you get that sick. And yeah. I constantly... How the heck are you if you're constantly between migraines? I'm not the same me as I was before migraines, but none of you met me before then. Only one person... Oh no, 2 people, but mainly one person in this chat would have known me before I started having migraines, and I'm definitely not the same person. It's changed me a lot. Oh, that sounds so bad. It sucks, but it sucks a lot. And yeah, the treatment is going really well, thank you. And thank you for your generous donation of piss. I need to ever tell my people about issues so they understand. If I do weird or say something off kilter, it's just to warn them not to let me. It's not for pity. Yeah, I really dislike when people go out of their way to be oh, poor you must be really struggling. Nobody wants to hear that, It's I don't know, it just... Yeah, it's a horrible condition to live with, and I don't want to undersell it because that would be disingenuous to everybody else going through chronic migraine. I'm not going to undersell it. It's an awful condition. It is mentally extremely taxing. There's a lot of statistics you can look at with the connection of chronic migraine and mental health in particular. It is pretty abysmal, to be honest. Unfortunately, a lot of people do die with chronic migraine, and it's nothing to do with the condition. It's entirely to do with, unfortunately, the mental pressure it puts on you. The other thing, I have it from when I was about 20, which is quite a common age to get it. The other time where chronic migraine is really common is menopause, especially for, well, specifically for women. So you're going through menopause and you'll start getting migraines, and then you live the rest of your life until you die with migraine every day. You're meant to be going into retirement, you're meant to be enjoying your golden years, but instead you'll have a migraine every single day till you die. And that's a lot of the women that I've met are women that have gone through that, have had to retire early through after menopause because they've got chronic migraines as a part of their menopause. And it's awful. It's awful. I'm in the opposite boat. So I've been told many times that I'm likely to actually recover from migraines naturally when I go through menopause. But also I got it when I was 20. I'm a while off. Ah, dear. I just had my MLIV medication the other day. It was actual hell. She had to put 2 flushes of medication in the flush along with wiping the port. She's not been allowed to ask to help drive. Oh no, you shouldn't be driving after that. Jesus Christ, what the heck? Migraine is migraine, you should get all the support. Yeah, I'm very much, I don't, because obviously I have a more extreme case. Anyone with chronic migraines has an extreme case, to be honest. But a lot of people, I don't want it to feel like, oh, I can't complain about my migraine because I know that you have more. Like, no. Regardless of how many migraines you have, it's very valid and you deserve the same support. Like, genuinely. I you know, and I think as well, because I come from a family of people that have migraines as well, only one person in my immediate family had chronic migraines. Everyone else just had migraines once a month, once a year kind of thing. And I would hate the idea that they wouldn't get the same support that I got. Like, they should have exactly the same help that I have. I don't like the idea of them suffering any more than I do. Also, Aria, thank you for the follow, and Resting Stitch Face, 10 out of 10 name, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I was in the middle of a rant, I apologize, but thank you for the follows. And so you help with that by treating me like a normal hacking person. Oh dear, and Short, wait, why did Resting Stitch Face not allow? I'm sorry, Resting, I don't know why you didn't pop up, but Short, thank you for the follower as well. Listen, I saw your name and I think it's fantastic. I didn't mean that, lol. I kept going back because you're a huge dose of yay. I mean, nothing but a dose of no. Oh, bless you. Oh, dear. I think, I will say before I started streaming, I was in a much mentally more rough place. I was in therapy for a long time with it because there's not, what do you do? What do you do? You're having migraines every day. You kind of have to learn to let go a lot of freedoms and a lot of individual, like, stuff that, like, again, paying my own bills. Like, I can't do it. I think I told this story like recently, but I'll do things twice. Like, I sent my I sent my dad 2 birthday cards instead of 1 Father's Day card, and like my family are just used to it because they're like, she can't read for starters, so she sees blue and assumes. But second, yeah, I'll do things twice. I get confused. I confuse myself a lot, and it means I end up doing mostly harmless things like doing stuff twice or forgetting stuff and redoing it over and over again. But when it comes to bills, you don't want to be paying your bills 3 times a month, you know? You want to only pay it once, and you definitely don't want to skip it. So I'd let go of all of that kind of stuff. Sonic, good boing. I hope you're doing well, so I'm getting a bit wham. Yeah, we're being robbed of because of this dang condition, yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. No, it sucks, and there are more treatments coming to the UK. So speaking of from the UK specifically, a lot of migraine stuff was hidden from the UK for a long time because of their expensive treatments. However, we are starting to get more and more of them. So more recently, we're getting more of the treatments that actually are specifically targeted for migraines, which is really, really good. We're finally getting them. We're a bit behind because they're expensive. That's why I say, like, I can't live in America because my treatment per month is like 400 quid. And like, I can't afford to pay 400 quid a month. So nah. But here I get it for free, so. Yes, it's just a really long waiting list. I was with Aura and I was 7 years old. I've been getting them once a month since then, and I hit my 20s and it turned into weekly, and then my 24 people took me seriously. Oh my god. Fell down by a loved one, it's just a headache, buck up. Yeah. You know how many people have told me if I just relaxed a bit more, my migraines would get better? You know, we can ignore the literal, like, brain damage and the multiple concussions. Sure, definitely not that. It's definitely stress. The amount of people have been like, calm down, jelly. Just relax, chill out, and you'll stop having migraines. Like, yes, I'm sure that will undo years of repetitive head trauma. Have you tried it? True, I guess no. You know what? I need to relax a little bit more, clearly. Oh dear. I will say though, I'm actually very, very grateful that my migraines aren't caused by stress, because can I tell you how stressed out I was during the pandemic? I would have been dead. Like, I would have just died, I think. But no, my migraines aren't caused by stress. I'm very fortunate in many ways that they aren't, because it doesn't make the more stressful parts of life even worse. Because like, can I tell you? Okay, wait. While we're talking about types of migraines during Disability Awareness Month, we're gonna get a little bit adult here for a second, but I do want to talk to you guys about a type of migraine you might not know about, which I don't have, but I know people that do. Did you know that, and this is more common in men than women now, but for some people, when they get aroused, they'll have a migraine every single time, because the blood flow change will cause them to have a migraine every time. So you can't get hard without having a migraine. That's a type of migraine. That's a damn new migraine just dropped. that's a type of migraine you can have. But yeah, calm down. Stars, have you drank water? Have you eaten? Do you take medicine today? The most annoying questions in my life. Like, dang, dude, I'm used to this. This is my body. I got used to it. Oh dear. Oh, that sounds lovely. A bit adult here. Damn, we talking about taxes? Yeah, every time you do your taxes, you get a migraine. That's a new migraine as well. But no, the one about people who get off and get migraines at the same time, that's real. That's a real thing that people have to deal with. And I imagine that that's really hard as well. Like, as far as like maintaining relationships and stuff like that, it's gotta suck. It must give you like a real phobia of your own body as well, which is not ideal. Yeah. Like, in many ways, I'm lucky because I know there's literally nothing I can do except for eating chocolate, which... Sweet things and chocolate do give me migraines if I eat too much of them. But other than that, there's not too much... Oh, and physical... If I do anything like lifting stuff, because again, neck, head injuries, if I lift a lot of stuff, I tend to get migraines. So like, if I was to carry milk home from the shops, I'd normally get a migraine. And if I get really, really tired for the same reason. But I can normally avoid my triggers relatively well. That must be rough, yeah. I think the more you learn about the migraine, the worse it is, honestly. Like, the more horrible and nasty ways it can affect your life. I'm extremely glad I pushed back my hesitance and asked. It was very informative. Yeah, nah, you can ask. Like, at the end of the day, I always say, like, if there's something I don't want to talk about, I normally shut the conversation down pretty quickly. I had actually been wanting to talk about this because I wanted to talk about how BBC Wales did really well approach it on, again, the first day of Disability Month. Wow. Very impressed. Very heckin' impressed. Wow. Thanks, Wales. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Honestly, Wales is also in a really difficult situation because it doesn't have as many hospitals that do the treatment, so the waiting lists are about, what is it, a year and a few months long just to have the consultation. So Wales is in a bit of a pickle with its migraine stuff, maybe more than England is, but it's cool to see that they address it. Ah, they give good sleeps to you. Have good Z's. Thank you for popping by. Have a lovely look. Well, hi, Kirsty. It's a pleasure to be your acquaintance. I'm Aria, a being that resides in the shared consciousness of all existence. While we do not have a real body, I hope this doll is able to express a true self. Oh, bless you. Good morning. We're talking about erection migraines. I'm sorry you came in at a weird time. Oh dear, based Wales, 10 out of 10 based. Talking about the important things. I think as well though, another thing that can happen, and I think happened to one of the women in the article, is unfortunately childbirth can give you chronic migraines. Childbirth can do a lot to you, my god. But yeah, so she had kids and then immediately started getting migraines, and so it's made it difficult for her to look after her children. Oh dear, like that, which is really difficult then. What do? You can't look up, you're just having migraines every day. But you've got kids now, like, yeah, because that's one of the main things that's put me off having kids, is like, I don't have the ability to look after them. Like, I'm just in bed all the time. Oh, dear, give away the erection boner. Welcome on in, Nate, good morning. It's a type of migraine you can get when you get aroused, the blood movement causes you to get a migraine. And like some people, that is the kind of migraines they suffer with, where they only get migraines at erection. But it means every single time they get hard, they'll have a migraine. Potentially. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Another type of migraine people might not know about. Do you guys know about abdominal migraines? Much more common in children. So abdominal migraines are basically, if you ever get like a really, really strong stomach ache that isn't caused by anything, but it's like cripplingly painful, you know? That could be an abdominal migraine, and it tends to be when kids are really, really stressed out. So, you know, if they have like maybe an exam coming up or something like that. Also, fun fact, but not actually particularly fun, if you're a kid that gets abdominal migraines, you are more likely to grow into an adult that suffers with chronic migraines. So, unfortunately, it can be an omen of what's to come. I guess you can use this as quiet time. You're giving me a migraine with your tantrums. I guess true. But also, the blood needed for that is minuscule, so no problem there. God damn it, Nate! Nate! Boom, roasted. Heck. Kids give me lactose intolerance. I love cheese. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Kids making you lactose intolerant or giving you new, what do you call it? Allergies. Like, randomly, you give birth and suddenly you're allergic to something. What? Like, that's mad. Why is childbirth like this? You're hecked, yeah, same. Oh dear. You'll probably be fine. It just means you have a slightly higher chance than usual. Doesn't mean that you will get it. That'd be a funny prank. I gave birth and now I'm allergic to everything. My friend got a heart condition after having a kid, yeah. I still get abdominal migraines. Probably as you get older, those tend to be ones that go away. Kind of similar to like the hormonal migraines you get as like a teenager. A lot of teenagers, especially girls, will get like a lot of migraines when they're going through puberty, but it tends to be once they hit a certain age that they will start slowing down. And then when you come into adulthood, you might still experience migraines every now and again, but they won't have such a large impact on your life. And by that point, hopefully you'll be given something by the doctor to actually deal with them. That's what's happened with a lot of my family, is they have them really bad for a few years, and then they start to peter out. And then you just have them every now and again. But because they've had that few years of more specifically a lot of migraines, they have it on their repeat prescription stuff they can do to deal with it. It's still not an ideal situation, but it, you know, it's better than nothing. Hormones are great fun. We love them. I didn't give birth, but I did develop cat allergy. What the heck? What the heck? My sister used to have common the word crack psoriasis sounds about right, yeah. When she got pregnant, this condition disappeared forever. Yeah, it's crazy. Pregnancy does weird things to you. It's almost like putting your hand in like a magic box and getting something out, and it's like a baby plus condition this. It's very weird. But yeah, I'm okay. A lot of people have told me that there's a fair chance that if I got pregnant during the pregnancy, my migraines might get better, but that they'd probably come back afterwards. So I was like, well, listen, I'm okay, I think. I'm maybe not looking to get pregnant just to have 9 months off of migraines. Yeah, thanks anyway. Oh, there it is, the migraine. Just have a child. Yeah, what could go wrong? Oh dear. If you have the condition already, it turns out, and it disappears. Yeah, that's also could be a thing that happens. I was talking to my husband about different headaches and locations of pain levels, and I think it terrified him when I told about thunderclap headache. It's caused by an aneurysm. Ooh. Unless really, really close to hospital, you probably are. That's terrifying! My hair got thicker. You got thicker? Oh, but then it thinned again. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I feel like most people I hear about, but then I guess, yeah, after giving birth, that your hair thins a little bit. I mean, some people, it's their hair thins, but I remember there's also that your teeth can become weaker after you give birth. So there are some people who will lose teeth after giving birth. But then actually, are teeth and hair made of similar structures? I have a feeling they might be. But so maybe that's where the logic comes in. But yeah, I know some people lose teeth after giving birth. Lose hair and lose teeth. They're not. Okay, my bad. It's a different thing then. Oh dear, why do you have me to get rid of the headaches and it didn't work? It's hair and nails. I see, my bad. Yeah, I don't know anything about nails. I've heard about teeth getting weaker after giving birth. Which is terrifying. Terrifying. Oh god. Can you hear that? I don't think you can hear it. I'm like pausing it to see if you can hear it, but can you hear it? The rain's hitting the window really, really hard, see? I can put it towards the window, maybe then you'll hear it. Can you hear it? Or no? We've got really good rain sounds right now. I think the wind must have changed. Damn it! Oh, I really wanted you to hear the wind. I don't think my mic any closer is the thing. Go on, wind. Do your thing. Noise gate? Ah, probably, yeah. Shoot, so I'm hoarding all the wind to myself then. Heck. Oh, it sounds great though. It's very relaxing. Alright, let me keep going. Oh dear. Can't make it enough. Yeah. Oh dear. This hairdresser's told me I have. Oh no! It chopped all your heck. The hair. God, it's so dark. I don't know if it's really translating because I do have 2 lights on right now. It's so dark. Oh dear. You can have rain, you earned it. Thank you. I earned my rain. I have to know what cosplay. So I am making right now a collector cosplay. I'm gonna skip to the next one. I want something a little more upbeat. There you go. I'm making a collector cosplay from the Owl House. So we are doing a reimagining of the Owl House. So we are doing it as if they are from the 16th century. So we have the original character is this one. Our design is this one over here. So yes, we are doing a reimagining, and this is smocking, which is a process of manipulating fabric by knotting it and making little patterns and stuff like that. It's very old-fashioned, but it looks really cool, I think. Did I tie that knot? I did. We hear when you talk. Oh, did you? Hell yes. Well, you can have the rain. Hell yeah. Hello, teeth get weaker in pregnancy. You get free dentist treatment for 1.5 years. Do you? Nice. Also, Matthew, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Oh dear, man. God, it's so nice. Yeah, I'm having a lovely time. I know you can't hear. I got Katamari and rain noises going. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Twitch is aphrodisiac? I'm sure it's... I've missed something. What? Oh, I see. We're all trying to get via Twitch. Well, you're not allowed to get pregnant during my stream, I'm afraid. that's bannable, I think. I think if you make babies while I'm live, I think you have to wait till I finish stream, right? Oh dear. I don't think you're allowed to make babies live on Twitch. I could be wrong, but I think you're not. But maybe it's just that I'm not allowed to make babies. Maybe you guys are. That feels kind of biased against the streamer though, right? Raid and reproduce. Yeah. Oh god, Calamari, I love you. A little loud there. There you go. Yeah. Oh dear. Heck. Yeah. Raid and reproduce. Oh god. Yeah. As long as you name the kid, but I'm Jelly. No, that's me. I'm Jelly. They'd have to be Jelly Junior. Because I'm the original Jelly. Hell. They're not taking my name. This is my name. Jelly 2, yeah. Electric Boogaloo, my child. And not anyone to Twitch wrong all this time. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to reproduce while you're live on Twitch. I could be wrong. I haven't read the TOS for a minute. No, I'm Jelly. No, I'm Jelly. And my child is Jelly Junior. No, what? Oh no, everyone's Jelly. Heck. The hive mind. Wait, that means if you're all Jelly, can you help me with my smocking? If you're Jelly, then your hands are working for the hive mind. And I have 5 more pieces of dark purple smocking that I have not even started. So if you're Jelly, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna put you to work quickly. I'm putting you to work. Yeah, so I think we have at least 5 Jellies. And so, I'm Jelly and so is my wife. So I quit smocking years ago. Yep, so unfortunately, if you're part of the Jelly hive mind, you don't have that freedom anymore. I need you to smock for me. Suddenly I'm not Jelly. What do you mean? Yeah, it is bad for your lungs. My lungs are shot from all this smocking. Sorry, you have, but I'm afraid if you're part of the Jelly hive mind, you're smocking for me. But don't worry, it'll be fine. You're going to enjoy it. If you're Jelly, you'll love it, I'm sure. You'll find it very relaxing. Oh my god, it'd be so confusing. Oh, see. Oh, right. I need a little sippy. The Pepsi. There we go. I'm jelly stupid, you're jelly smart. No. Mm. Oh my god, it would be chaotic. Yeah, everyone would just be singing 24/7. Thing is, I will say, in my own time, when I'm singing around the house, I don't normally sing those two songs. I sing other songs. Oh dear. So there'd be one jelly who would be singing something different, and that'd be me, because I don't normally sing those songs going around the house. I sing something else. Hope every jelly is doing well. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you're doing well. This jelly is doing their own torturous work, making embroidery files for pattern designs. Got my swapsies? Nah. I've been there. I'm okay. I'm enjoying my smocking, very relaxing, and there's no screens involved. 10 out of 10. Oh dear. Wah. Alright. In there. Got a few more to go. We've nearly gone through the whole thing, which is genuinely quite impressive for stream, because this takes me a while even off stream. This is a slow process. What is that? I keep getting a pop-up at the side of my screen. Is this Discord? Is someone Discording me? No. Probably not. Maybe? Through what of my social medias is someone DMing me? Which one is it? I keep catching it just as it disappears is the thing, so I can't see which one that it is. Ah, fine. Ah, dear. It's considering making some food. Food! I'm also considering making some food, to be honest. Specifically banana bread. I need to eat it quickly. I might go grab some, maybe. Maybe some banana bread. Sounds pretty good. I think everyone's jelly. This song suddenly makes me think of this jellyfish raid. Yeah, that's us. We're having the jellyfish raid. Lucky you. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating. I made too much for just 2 people, so I have like banana bread and cookies. I finished the cookies yesterday. I just need to finish the banana bread now. But I mean, it is good. Don't get me wrong. 10 out of 10. I'm having banana bread. Banana bread. Yeah, I had banana bread. Homemade, delicious banana. Bandana bread. Banana bread. Yeah, I do have some of that. I have it downstairs. Oh, banana bread. Yeah, okay, I'd be making food. Get some food. You know what? I make some food as well, maybe. I have to tie a knot first. We're going for a couple of hours. I could treat myself to some banana bread, right? Oh dear. I'll make you. Oh, thank you. I would appreciate that. Hell yeah. Oh dear, then 6 hours. I don't know if I want it by that point. It's been a minute. I guess I should still take it. Oh dear. Olo? What? What is also? Ah! Did you know about that, Shifty? Are you sure? Hello? Are you okay? That was complete coincidence. Have a good night. Thank Jaja, I'm good. Everyone in chat. Thank you so much. That's very heckin' kind of you. We're free. We're free beans. You definitely didn't need to do that. That's very sweet. Well, I did. All right. If you have any misgivings in the next 24 hours, I think I can charge you back relatively easily. Just if you wake up and then you're like, ah, shoot, I can't actually afford that. Just give me a message. It's all good. Jesus Christ. I already have banana bread. I don't need the money for it. I'm going downstairs and get it. I get to get a second banana bread. How many donuts is that? Shifty? Can we get the donut calculation really quickly? That is... Okay. 5 donuts for £1. 5 for £1 is what I have. Shifty might have 6 actually, but I only have 5. So I get 5 for £1. So for £10 I'd have 50. 500 donuts? Can I get 500 donuts now? Oh my god! I have 500 donuts! Thank you so much! For me, that would be, yeah, you have more donuts per bag than I get, don't you? You can get 833 donuts. I can get a solid 500 though. How many custard slices is that? I'm gonna have to get the calculator for that though. So, it would be 100 divided by 1.25 and then times 2 because there's 2 for that. I can get 160 custard slices. 160 custard slices. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. Get you started. I dropped one on the floor. Oh heck! Hell yeah! Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, the fact that you get 5 for 60p, that's such a good deal. It's probably good that I can't get 5 for 60p though, because that is very, very tempting then. Yeah. I get 5 for £1. So much more, Jesus. Oh dear. You just now found, that feeling when you just now found a road stitch project you messed up, you have to go frog every, oh god. Frogging. A wonderful name for a horrible thing. Danish donut. Oh yeah, I forget that you don't get so many donuts. In Denmark you get 50 or 100. The fact that we get so many more donuts. I'm so sorry, Sonny. This has just brought it back to I'm boasting about how many donuts I can get for £1. I'm sorry. You can't get 5 donuts or 1. I'm sorry, Sonny. If I could send you our 5 for £1 donuts, I would. Andrew, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We just received a very, very generous donation from Erd. So we can now get around 500 donuts or 160 custard slices. Which I think I'm more likely to buy the custard slices because they're a bit bigger. And I don't know. I like custard a lot. That's what they're good. I like donuts. And I'm a custard person at the moment. And although I think they do custard donuts, so maybe I could like mix and match a bit. Why'd you move to Wales to buy 5 donuts? I mean, we also get all prescriptions are free here. Like every single prescription is free in Wales, which is pretty good. Oh dear. Obviously, like we have the NHS for medical appointments, but like, unlike England, you get all of your prescriptions for free regardless of what they are. I know that some prescriptions will be for free on the NHS, but here it's all of them. All of them. Oh dear. There we go. Healthcare is free here except for dentistry. Yeah, dentistry is the bit of a... You're good. I'm glad to hear it. Hell yeah. Denmark is also free healthcare, not prescriptions though. Yeah, so that's... In England, it's the same. So they have free healthcare, but you have to pay for prescriptions. In Wales, it's free healthcare and free prescriptions. Yeah. So, like, if you're looking for a specifically good reason to move to Wales, that one's pretty good. You get covered. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, see, I wouldn't get any kind of, like, cover for mine. So, I'm really glad. That's what it is. It's someone... It's my Steam. People are playing games. Also, Pod, thank you for the follow. Good morning. Oh dear. But there are a lot of great exceptions for dentists. I don't think you have to pay until you're 25. I do think it semi-depends on what you're getting though. I've had a few weird treatments that I've always had to pay for since I was 18. But yeah, maybe the majority of it until you're 25. It could just be like specific bits and bobs. It's paid prescriptions unless you're on benefits or low income. Is it? And then it's free. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad that there's that. That's good. That's good. Burp. Have a good burp. Ah, dear. That too. Man, I want to get my food. I might. No, I keep saying that I'm gonna get it. I will be right back. I am literally just going to get my banana bread from downstairs. Yes. I'm a private AD. I had to pay for those, even though I usually get free prescriptions. I get why you do it though, because waiting list is so long. Would you like to play some words while I go grab my banana bread? Excuse me, sorry, I'm screaming in your ear. My bad. I apologize. It's very much not on purpose. Oh dear, where am I? Oh god, I've like closed everything. How did this happen? How could this happen to me? I've clearly made mistakes. I don't know how I've ended up here. Okay, we got it. Okay, let me get this up. Sorry about this. I've confused myself. All right. If you've never played Words, it's really fun. It's really easy, and you just have to type. If you see a word, you just type it in. There we go. That should be there. I'll be back in just a second. I'm just gonna give myself some banana bread. I am back in a banana bread. How's everyone doing? Oh, no, you nearly 100%ed it. Nice. Hell yeah. Skipping 3 levels. Good job. Also, look, banana bread. There it is. All right, how's everyone doing? Got Purple in the lead, followed by Cthulhu, then Celtic, and then Aria. Good job, everyone. Also, hi, Purple. I hope you're doing well. I'm just having some banana bread because we've been talking about food and I'm now hungry. And I have this banana bread that needs to be eaten. Mmm. Jesus Christ, that was quick. What the hell? Yeah, I'm on the board. Nice, I just like being on there. Hell yeah, that toilet was really quick. My god. You zoomed to toilet. I can't see anything. Oh, title, nice title. Oh, what was it? Lottie? What is that? It doesn't matter, we're 100% the board. Good job, everyone. Matthew leading the pack that time, but overall we still have Purple in the lead, followed by Cthulhu, then Celtic, Aria, Matthew, Grango, and then myself. Me and Grango tied for last. Hell yeah. Blessed. Nice. I'm stealing Bless. I'm stealing Bless before anyone else gets it. Thank you, Cthulhu, for Blessed. Seed! Nice. Horse. Very nice. Sled. Sleds and seas! Seas! Nice seas! I'm just copying everyone else's and adding an S, I'm so sorry. Beds! Nice! Oh dear. What is Debs? I don't think this is how you spell it. Nope. Deal. Nope. Yay! I got one. I don't know what the last one is though. Good luck, everyone. Good job, everyone. Good job. We still got all of them nearly. That has actually pushed me up a bit. We've still got Purple in the lead, followed by Cthulhu, but now it's me, then Celtic, Sonne, Aria, Matthew, Goat, Sunkoi, and Chucky. Good job, everyone. We got nearly 100% of the board every single time, which is really impressive. Fish! Codfish! Nice! Hell yeah! Good fish. Damn it. Kiss? Chiss? I don't even know what that is. Hell yeah, though. Disc? Oh my god, wow. These are hard words. What the heck? Oh dear. Fuck. Coif? What? Disco. Oh, I don't even know what it is. Sonny, I'm like, coif is a hairdo. Oh, like a quiff? Is that how it's said? Not coif. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Oh, that's focusing. Oh my god. Good job, everyone. Hacking smart beans. Hods. Once again, just one left. That was really good. So I have a mouthful of banana bread. Alright. Purple in the lead, nearly at 100, followed by Cthulhu, then Smokey now. Then Sonne, Celtic, myself, Matthew, Aria, Goat, Sunkoi, and Chucky. Good job. You are. You're already on level 13. Let's go. Alright. Oh, rust, crust. Very nice. Oh god, this is one of the hidden letter. The hidden letter makes it so much harder. Oh, cut! Struck! good struck. So it's a K. It's a K. Oh, truck. Good truck. Yeah, good stuck. I was gonna get stuck if no one else got it. Good job. Ooh, tuck. Nice. There we go. Curse and task. I know, right? I know, right, Sonny? Aww. Right before me. Good job, though. My god! Well done, everyone. Jesus. You zoom. You zoom. And that was on level 13 as well. We got Purple in the lead, followed by Cthulhu, Smokey, myself, Matthew, Celtic, Chocky, Sonny, Sunkoi, Arian, Grandgood. Good job. And to be honest, everyone's got good points. Well done, everyone. Oh my god! Oh my god, okay, so what's fake? G is fake, there's no G. And the hidden one is... a P? A P! Nice! Good job! Good job! Oh dear. Oh, purple right there before me, damn it! Very good though, very good. Oh my god, Moon's Spurn? Oh my god, and pause, very nice, very nice. The rain is picking up. Oh my god, it's heavy. I have no idea. I mean, we've got past it, but I am struggling. Yeah, no G. Add a shadow, good morning. Oh, porous, nice. I don't know if this is... Yeah, Snoop. I wasn't sure if Snoop was a real word. Oh, Smokey. We had the same wavelength. There's one left and it begins with a P. Of course. Of course. We are skipping 3 again. Up to 19 now. Still purple in the lead, followed by Smokey. Then Cthulhu, myself, Matthew, Celtic, Chocky, Sode, Sunkoi, Aria, Grandgo, and Ada Shadowrell now. Oh, that's no noise. Oh, bless you. Hello, Ada Shadow. Good morning. What's the record? We've got to 22. We've got past 21. 21's the hardest level we've ever done. Oh, okay. Lairs and Liars are both on there now. Oh, Rails. Good Rails. I think N might be fake, if I had to guess. Oh, I don't know. Oh, purple got Riles. Oh, Riles, nice. Oh, I have no idea what that last, like, the hidden letter is, though. Cereal's a good idea. Tea would have been nice as well. Oh. Pears. It's a P! It's a P! So it's gonna be, it's P. P, P, P. Nice! I don't know how you spell pliers. It's spiral! Nice! Oh, okay. Did we get through? No! Yes! Good Lapis! Oh my god, we did so well! No, we did get through. Hell yeah! Well done, Chucky, the last moment. That means we are now going to level 20. We have Purple in the lead, followed by Smokey, then Cthulhu, myself, Matthew, Chucky, Celtic, then Sonny, Sunkoi, Aria, Grango, and Adish Adderall. GG, Chucky! GG! Alright, let's go. We got another one. Oh dear. Oh god, what the hell? Oh, Andrew, what did you do? Deter, nice. Oh. I have no idea. Determined is a good idea. M might be fake. I'm also getting the feeling that M might be fake. Oh, Adish Adderall got retted. Good retted. Oh, termed. Wait, is it termed? No, treated. It's treated. So that means, by that logic, treat is on there. It's an A. It's an A. Treated, and it's a hidden A. Oh, Adish Adderall got ratted. Oh god, this goat just tarted. Very nice. Oh, Joanna got data. Nice. Oh, I can't keep up even at this point. There you go, got tread. Oh, come on, we need a couple more. There we go, That's what we've got. Rated. Oh god, we need like 2 more. Oh, Eater Todd! Good job, everyone! Very, very nice! Hell yeah! Good job! Hell yeah! So this will now be 21 is the hardest level we've ever completed, so we're gonna try again. I got Smokey now taking the lead, followed very closely by Purple, then Cthulhu, myself, Matthew, Chucky, Celtic, Sonny, Sunkoi, Adish Adderall, Aria, Grango, then Andrew, Anime, and Joanna. So we've got past 21, we've never beat 22, so 22 is our personal best. We've beat 21 once before. Let's go. Oh god, this is hard. Nope. Oh, Sonny got ulcer. Good ulcer. Oh, wait, Smokey got it. Crumple. Good crumple. Is crumple word? Nope. Crumple. It's an E then. It's an E. Purple got rump. Oh, Joanna got clump. Good clump. Oh, loop. Nice. Hell yeah. So S is fake. Oh, that makes sense. Of course, not in crumple, is it? Good, good. Good job, everyone. Nice thinking. Ah. Ooh, cruel. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Oh, lemur. There's only one left. Oh my god. I didn't even know what that meant. But good. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. Well, that means 24 now. We're skipping a few. Well done, everyone. We have never got this high before. It is now Smoky, Purple, then Cthulhu, myself, Chucky, Andrew, Sonny, Ada, Shadow, Celtic, Sunkoi, Joanna, Aria, Goat, then Andrew and Anime. Good job, everyone. There's piece of cake. Piece of cake, so easy. How have we never done it before? My god. Go. Good morning. Oh dear. All right, come on then. It's getting harder now. The answers are hidden. They've been hidden. They've been hidden. Is it mandolin? Nope. I tried. It looked like mandolin. Oh. Oh. Domain. Good domain. Good domain. Oh, good nomad. Very nice. Oh, amino. Good amino. I have no idea. Laminate. Ah. Oh. Admit. Nice admit. Okay, it's an N. There we go. Oh, I should have got that from domain, really. What? Oh, I have no idea. Good nation, though. Very nice. God, nope. Nope, not at all. No idea. Brain empty. Sorry, literally can't think of anything. That being said, GG, everyone. That is the furthest we've ever got on words on stream. I am exceptionally impressed, especially considering that was just a quick banana bread break. Good job, everyone, on that level. And then overall, we have the winner was Smoky, followed by Purple, and then Cthulhu. And then I got fourth, then Chucky, Matthew, Ada, Shadow, Sonny, Celtic, Grango, Sunkoi, Joanna, Aria, Andrew, Co, and Anime. Good hecking job, everyone. Let me just switch back to this. Heckin' 24, yeah. Well, now it says record 24. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty impressive. Hell yeah. Good job, everyone. Thank you for the lurk. Take care of yourself. If anyone does need to go lurk after that, you're all good. Yeah, you're all good. Have a lovely lurk. I'll be going back to smocking now that I've had my banana bread break. I needed that. It was delicious. Oh, it goes back to having breakfast lunch. Yeah, that was intense. That was hard. It's always hard. It's even harder when they get to the level where you can't see what other people are putting in. Oh, God. Excuse me. Yeah, when you can't see what other people are putting in. Banana bread. Yeah, delicious banana bread. Very, very good. My brain started stooling. Yeah. Banana bread. Delicious, delicious banarbas. Take care, Anime. Yeah, if anyone needs to head out after that, you're all good. You go look after yourself, do your works and such. Excuse me. I got lucky in the thing occasionally giving words in the right order. I literally was just staring. That last one, I was just staring and I couldn't see a single word. The only word I thought I saw was mandolin, but it turns out the L was fake. Oh dear. Oh, the last one, the letters, they were flipping everywhere, weren't they? That does make it harder when they don't stay in one place as long. For sure. Oh dear. What is in the make? We are making, we're doing smocking right now. So it's a technique of like knotting and tying fabric to like make it pretty patterns. If let me tie this off, I can show you the other side, and then I can show you what it's going to end up being. But they will be little strips for the arms eventually. Dear, the spinning letter thing so fast. It does, it makes it a lot harder when they're going that fast. I kept thinking Mandalorian. You know what? I wouldn't have been surprised. There's some weird words in words on stream. In theory, since it's 5 a.m, I should lurk and sleep, but I frog too much. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry that the frogging is not going super well. Heck. Alright. So this is where we're up to right now with our smocking, which is all these knots and stuff being tied in. And then we've got, this is what it'll end up looking like once it's all been neatened and like presented nicely. So it goes from this to this. It just takes a lot of working into it, but it's fun, it's relaxing, it doesn't take too much brain power, and I enjoy it. Oh dear, pornos. Yeah, the fact that they have that in there, and then they don't allow vor, it's like, excuse me? You'll take porno, but you won't take vor? Okay, fine. All good. Oh, they're cool, yeah, thank you. It's a really long project we're working on, but we are making the character over there. So this is the original, that's what we're doing. We're doing a reimagined 16th century version of the collector. And so we're using lots of hand stitching techniques. Yeah, that's called kink shaming. I know. Can't believe I got kink shamed by words on stream. How could you? No vor, yeah. Love handiwork, me too. I find it a lot more relaxing. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of benefits to using a sewing machine, but there's just something really relaxing about like hand stitching and just slowly having it come together. It's nice. Oh, your kink is kink shaming? Shoot, I don't even know where we stand on that. Heck. Oh dear. Where do we stand on that? I think as long as you're only doing it to yourself, I think it's fine. Yes, there you go. Okay, and then pop that out. But yeah, if sorry, my voice is just today. If you haven't seen Sunkoi streams, Sunkoi is like leaving these bits. So Sunkoi is working on this side of the fabric. I'm working on the other side, but he's leaving these bits up. And instead of like tying the knots in them, they're doing little beads in the center of them, so that all these little bits become like flowers. So we have actually very similar smocking, but I use this side of the fabric, and Sunkoi uses this side of the fabric. Which is why they look so different, because I'm taking these bits that stick up and I'm stitching them together to like poof out the other side. But yeah, effectively we are doing at least the same base smocking, it's just that we take it in different directions after that. Because we're working on the other side of the fabric. Oh, wait, there's Sunkoi! Yeah, all the little flowery bits. Before I stitch them down. They are there, but I stitch them into little squares on the back because then they add like a little pillow to the front. But it does start off as all the little flowers that you've been using. But then I have to go off piece and go elsewhere and all that kind of stuff. Oh dear. And also all of my knots are on this side, so that probably wouldn't look super neat. I'm assuming your knots are on the other side. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, when I sew the 4 little flaps together, like the little flower petals, when I sew those together on the other side, it becomes the bit that's stuck up, so this bit. So now that's got like, because it's poofed up because it's got the 4 little bits sewn into it, and that's how you get the little like cross looking thing, is you stitch those together and it makes certain bits pop up and certain bits not. Yes. So I have to sew my petals down, unfortunately. All my knots end up hidden. Oh, do they? Oh, that's also smart, yeah. And that'd also do it. Oh dear. There we go. Dabba dabba. There we go. I'm just gonna sew down the ones that are still there. I try and pop them out really nice and then pretty much immediately sew them down so that I don't have to worry about them popping up abnormally and creating a weird pattern on the other side. If I stitch them down nice and quickly, I don't have to worry about it. So much progress! Hell yeah, thanks Purple. Yeah, we've been zooming. I mean, honestly, we actually have, so just talking about the light purple arm, have a little look-see at this, because we're actually zooming. So these are the really long pieces, which will be the same as this one. And then we've got, here are the 2 slightly smaller pieces. Wait, or is it these ones? No, I got confused, so this one and this one are 2 slightly smaller pieces. And then we have these 2 for the even smaller pieces. This bit goes up here. And then we have our 2 smallest pieces down here. We've actually done a lot of it. Like, bits are missing things. This one's quite empty. Obviously, the one I'm working on right now doesn't have a whole lot done, but like, we are getting there. Like, it's slowly all coming together. So, yes, we are making a lot of progress. Your scan Danish is treasure, tax, and honey. Nice! Isn't scatting also shitting? Am I wrong? I always thought scat meant something else. That's scat, yeah. Scat is poop. Yeah, I thought scat was poop. Yeah. Oh, dude, thank you, Soko. Yeah, we're getting there. It's a slow process, but they're getting there. We're not working on any of these right now, though, so we just scoop all of these up. We're just working on the one really big one right now. Oh, dear, it's getting there. Scat is shitting and improvising music singing without words. Yeah, because you also have like skibbity-bitty-beep, boop 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 boop, scoop boop doo doo boo, and that's not pooping. That's music. Oh wait, is that spelled scat? I don't know. Maybe maybe the spelling is what differentiates between one and the other. Yeah, Scatman wasn't a poop man. No, they're a musician, but yeah, it's definitely. Is it also something you can do in roofing, or am I like completely misunderstanding that? Can you scat on your roof? I don't know. Maybe I'm completely misunderstanding something there. For some reason I have like some sort of association with like roofing. Where is the hole? There it is. You can get on your roof and send. I mean, yes, true. I could do that. True. Nothing is stopping me. Oh dear. I know they're spelled the same. You can scan your roof, but the neighbors won't be happy. Okay. Noted. Got you. Oh, they'll spell IT. Oh, and thank you for your generous donation of peace. I appreciate it. I'm sure the Great Duck in the Sky also appreciates it. Oh dear. As long as we don't stray into roofing turf. What's turf? Isn't turf just like grass and like all that kind of stuff? Roof? Oh yeah, no, we don't do that. That's no good. That's bad. We only scat on our roofs. we're wholesome here. Oh dear. There we go. BRB, have you still not gotten your food, Sonny? Go get your heckin' food. The urge to quote all this, I don't think there's any point, because you know what? I stand by everything that I've said, and so even if you quoted it, it wouldn't make any difference. It would just expose people in the future to this same conversation, and honestly, does anyone need to be exposed to this conversation outside of the poor people here? I don't think so. It's still really bothering me that I can't remember that streamer's name from like, I'm gonna see if they've gone live now. It's really annoying me that I can't remember this streamer's name from like 2 hours ago and I still haven't remembered their name. I want to remember it so badly. Yeah. Kel's Bells! That was the person I wanted to say earlier. I knew it was a silly name. Kel's Bells. There we go. It was Orphe, Cozy Witch, and Kel's Bells. Those were the 3 streamers. We got there. It just took me like 2 hours, and probably the people that asked to not hear any longer. Cozy Witch is Cozy Streams. I mean, all 3 of them do really, really good streams. I would recommend all 3 of those as like wonderful streamers to chill out to. And I think at least 2 of them are live right now. So you could leave and go check them out. They're very, very good. This was what we were talking about though when we were talking about streamers who I wouldn't be surprised if they hit partner. I wouldn't be surprised if Ophi, if Kel's Bells and Cozy did hit partner in the next year. I kind of hope they do. They're very, very good. If they want to. If they don't want to, then, you know, that's fine, it's fine. But I would definitely cheer them on. I mean, they're all lovely streamers to hang out with. And they all do something a little bit different, so no, now they must. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think if they did, like... I think if they chose to do a partner push, and they, like, made it aware just so that people could, like, make sure to go raid and refresh and hang out there, I feel like they're not so far off that they couldn't hit it. Only if it's within their personal goals, of course, but I feel like there's a chance they could, you know? Oh, the Kells Bells is great, very funny. Oh, well, listen, all three of them are great. If you've not met Orphe, Kells, and Cozy, there's another streamer there for you to go check out. All three of them are wonderful. I would recommend all three. I don't know Kells Bells. I'm pretty sure Kells Bells is live right now, and that's how I remembered their name. So I think they've just gone live. Very, very relaxing. And Mariki, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're talking about like makers and crafting streamers who we kind of are hoping that they, like if they want to, if it's within their own goals, we're hoping to maybe cheer them on and getting partner at some point because I think they're doing pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised, you know? Ah, dear. They are live. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think the only one who might not be live then is Cozy right now. Oh dear, I think everyone else is. Well, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they are live. Oh dear. Oh, there's another little one. Goes have a sticky dog. Yeah, I mean, I could actually try and properly shout all of them out. The thing is, you never know if someone has... Kells Bells is offline for you, is she? Oh no, wait, what a sec. What a heckin' second. Excuse me, 2 minutes. Kells, where are you? I've got Ophi here. I can do Ophi. Kells Bells? There's Kells. And Cozy. I don't see, I am following all of these three, so I don't see Cozy right now, but I can see 2 others. So I can send you to, sorry. There's Ophi. If you've not checked out Ophi before, this is definitely not a proper way of shouting people out. And there's Kells. There we go. They've only been live for 4 minutes, so that might be why. There we are. This is not the proper way that you should be shouting people out, but I did my best. It meant that at the very least I knew I wasn't because I also would worry that I was going to misspell them. So at least if I just copy their link, I know that I'm not misspelling it. Oh dear. There you go. And Cozy as well, but Cozy is not currently live, so I don't want to misspell their name. I'm sorry, it's nothing against Cozy. I also think they could hit it. Oh dear. I mean, there are probably other makers and crafters channel though, to be fair, that are probably getting close to partner that I'm not aware of just because they like stream at a different time zone, you know? So like, there might be others, but those are the 3 that I'm like, I hope for them that they get it, because that would be really, really cool. And they work really hard on their streams and everything, so it's like, it'd be lovely to see them get it, some recognition and stuff like that. I don't know if they unfortunately make too much more money, but at least they'd get the recognition from Twitch, so that'd be nice. Ugh. There we go. Nice, pull that. That was a bit of a weird one. I don't know what happened, but I think about it's somewhere weird. Pew pew pew. Pew ba-doo ba-doo. Doo doo pew doo ba-doo ba-doo. Pew pew. Oh dear, speaking of oh bless you! Take care, Sunkoi, thank you for popping around! I can actually shout Sunkoi out because I know that I won't misspell their name. Oh dear, there we go. If you haven't checked out Sunkoi before, very, very talented makers and craft. They do lots of cosplay, they are also doing smocking. See, when someone's in the chat, you can just tab and it auto-fills in the name and then you know that you're not going to misspell it, so it's like, I don't have to worry about it. Oh dear. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. Oh dear. Ugh. Oh, sorry, I'm like hard concentrating there again. I'm like, my thread is just not wanting to like loop, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't have me just sitting here with drums and pew noise in the background while I can't do my thread. Yee. Oh dear. Oh, Co, thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind of you. Welcome on in. We're cosplayers. You might sometimes catch us doing some VTuber stuff. We make and rig VTubers. And honestly, mainly it's just stuff like this with different arts and crafts going on in the background, occasionally a game. I do actually own the Mortuary Assistant now because I got it in the sales. They had it in the Steam sales, so I picked up the Mortuary Assistant so we can play that. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna play that this weekend, but I do need to just double check that I'm not doing something else. Otherwise, I see why not this weekend. Oh dear. Jelly's also a speedrunner. Technically, I have speedrun a couple of games now, but I am more I would say, casual speedrunner in that like I like learning the route, but I'm not very good. A casual speedrunner who does speedrunning for charity or like big stream events. Not so much all the time. I watch a lot of speedruns though. Like if you want to find me hanging around on Twitch, I'm often in the Final Fantasy IX speedrunning category, you know? I'm hanging out in there. This is a lot of very chill beans, and I enjoy it. It's good community there. I mean, it's good community in Makers and Crafters too. But there's a lot of Final Fantasy music in that one, and I really do like the Final Fantasy music. There we go. We are nearly there. Nearly. It's looking nice and neat on the back as well. I mean, I know it's not the side we're showing, but like these lines are lining up pretty well. Like a lot of very blessed, like, lines. Right? Oh dear. Maybe just to me. Maybe just to me. But I like it. I'm happy. Oh dear. Yeah, that is one thing to be fair. Sorry, I'm like, my brain is going on a few tangents here, which I'm not speaking aloud. One thing with the... Obviously, Twitch has had a lot of bad press recently, with some of the decision that it's considered making and some of the stuff that it's done to its creators. I really hope it doesn't put people off, like, doing makers and crafting streamers. Like, I don't want to put off like new people, because I feel like there aren't as many people who are able to start streaming at this point, because during the pandemic loads of people started streaming because everyone was working from home and stuff like that. But obviously times have changed a little bit, and a lot of people are having to go to work like somewhere else now. It'd be a shame if, I guess, the stuff that's been happening on Twitch would put those people off coming back if they have any free time. I mean, there's a lot of streamers that I met during the pandemic, like the height of the pandemic, that I know can't stream anymore. And I would hate if all of the controversy on Twitch put them off coming back, you know? It's secret, you guys won't see, but we do have some VIPs behind the scenes I don't think a lot of you will have ever met. Because they were people that were regulars during lockdowns. Like, so right when I started streaming. But then as soon as the lockdowns ended, they had to go back. But I'm keeping them as VIPs because they made the first few months of streaming really, really fun for me. And I don't want to, even though they're not using it and they're not here, I wouldn't want to get rid of their VIPs because they made the first few months so fun. Like, without people like that joining your streams, who knows if I would have kept going. But yes, they stay VIPs. That's absolutely fair. Yeah. Oh dear, they earn that VIP status, yeah. Like, I had so much, don't get me wrong, I still have fun streaming, but very specifically, the first few months of me streaming, I had so much fun. And like, it was in like, obviously like the pandemic and like a lot of really nasty things happening, and coming to stream every day was like a real fun escape. And I still really enjoy it, and I still kind of use it as an escape and the same thing, but like, you know, I think if I had been put off in those first few months, if I'd had like a lot of nasty people come by, like maybe I wouldn't have kept going and I would have missed out on everything that would have happened over the last few years. So yes, I wouldn't have gone to Amsterdam to TwitchCon, and I wouldn't have met all the other cosplayers I've met, and yeah, like things would have been super different. So I'm very grateful for those people that came in initially when I was just starting out and were like chill and like normal and fun to talk to. Because it encouraged me to keep going a lot. Especially because, obviously it's a bit different now, but when you first start streaming and you maybe only have 1 or 2 people chatting throughout your entire stream, like, it makes a big difference who those people are. Like, because if I think the first week of me streaming, I met 2 people. And if one of them had been like a complete asshole, like, I might have just given up week 1, because like, why do I want to just talk to 2 assholes, you know? But nah, they were really chill. They were chill people, and I'm glad. At this point, I also try and keep a little eye out when I know people are starting streaming for the first time. I don't like to, you know, I don't want to be like a pain in the ass and like backseat streamer or anything, but like, I try to go into people who I know are just starting out and send them some nice messages, because otherwise it could be very quiet. And I want people to come back. I am selfishly being welcoming to people so that they come back. Because I don't want them to leave. If you come back, do more streaming in Makers and Crafting, please. We're a nice community, I swear. A bit eccentric, but we're good beans. Goya, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I'm just sort of, I'm reminiscing, Koya, about when I first started streaming and some of the people that came by. I will say, we did have, I remember the first time I banned someone. Does anyone else, any other streamers remember when they first had to ban someone that wasn't a bot? Because I do. I remember it. And I felt so bad about it. Like, these days, I wouldn't think twice because they were being really nasty. But, like, I felt so guilty. I literally, after stream, went down and was like, Shiny, can you, like, I need you to have a look at some of the stuff this person's been saying in my chat, because I don't know if I'm being too dramatic or if it, like, if maybe I'm just too soft. And, like, Shiny took one look at it and was like, they did that today. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, get rid of them. They're an asshole! They were basically coming into chat and telling everyone else in chat to shut up. And, like, because they were talking, and so if anyone interrupted, like, their paragraph after paragraph of text, because they'd, like, write these really big paragraphs, and if anyone said hi in the middle of them, they would be like, be quiet, I'm talking. So they were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. But I felt really, really guilty about banning them, because I was like, oh god, I know this isn't a bot. I know this is a real person. Dear. But yeah, in hindsight, I should have done it even earlier, and it did help, because now I feel a lot less bad when I ban people. Which, to be fair, it's not super often, but like, whenever it does happen, I don't feel quite as like, about it. I banned my friend's first non-bot, but to be fair, it was a person who needs to be banned. They weren't nice at all. This is the thing, is like, good on you for taking that as well, because I bet it was hard for them. I don't know, I don't think it's easy the first time you ban someone. It made me feel really, really bad. But yes, in hindsight, this is a correct decision, and I should have probably done it way earlier. Yes. Because, like, I actually got DMs from a couple of the other people in my stream at this point that were trying to, like, help, and they were really sweet. And they were like, hey, so you have this person in chat, and it's making your chat kind of an unwelcome place. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it to be like that. And I was really panicky, and I was like, I don't want anyone to feel unwelcome, but I also don't want to have to ban someone. And then, yeah. Thankfully, there were nice people in the community already that really helped. Like, helped me feel like I was making the right decision. And now it's something I don't even think twice about. Unless someone sends a really funny unban request, and then it's funny. But outside of those two things, I don't think about it twice now. As I found banned Twitch than I did myself. Good on you, hell yeah. I have found so many welcoming people. Yeah, makers and crafting is love. I think it makes sense though. It's just a lot of people who are crafting and doing their hobbies. And I feel like it's a lovely time to chat when people are just enthusiastic about their hobbies and the things they're doing. Like, I don't have to know, I don't really have to understand what your hobby is, to be honest. Just, if you're enthusiastic about it, I'm sold on the stream. Oh dear. I didn't know how come I watch so many Apex streams, because there's people that really, really like Apex. And listening to people talk about their passions in itself is kind of relaxing. Even if I don't do the passion, I know nothing about it. It's nice to hear people talk about it. I mean, they're rune chat, but we also talked about a few people in the community behind our back, so yeah. Bandy must be. We do not like that. No. Good, cool. Hell yeah. Go. Generally, everyone's incredibly welcoming. I mean, there's gonna be odd people floating around, because there always are, but for the most part, Makers and Crafters is pretty chill. Ledman, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I've just been talking about the first experience of banning someone. We've been reminiscing a little bit. We've gone back in time, and we're reminiscing about what it's like when you start out streaming a little bit. Even wanted to force me to make art of him, like, oh. Yeah, I'm like forever. So I've seen people do stuff like that. One of the things that I've seen, and I really dislike this, is if someone who is like a professional artist makes fan art of someone else, and then people are like, well, you made free art of them, why won't you make free art of me? And it's like just because someone makes fan art doesn't mean their entire like portfolio is void and they should only be doing it for free now. Like, Jesus Christ. I've seen that on Twitter a couple times. It's Twitter, so like you do see kind of like the worst of things. But yeah, like one of the things that I've seen a couple times is, yeah, people who do art professionally, like actual professional artists, they make a piece of fan art and then everyone like everyone jumps on them because they're like, you made this for free, but you won't make free art for me. What the heck? It's what? And so there's a fair difference between someone doing fan art and you commissioning someone, you know? Oh dear. Heck. Oh dear. I'll say, yeah, like what the hell? Wait, it mustn't have worked. I can still see the channel. Yeah, you're good, Ledman. We won't ban you, you're good. The person was the only one who done that to me so far, luckily. I've had a lot of sexual comments. Like, I don't mind chatting sexual. The thing that gets me is when they're targeted at me or someone else in chat who's uncomfortable. Like, we have to draw a line. Like, we'll talk about weird, unusual things, like scat, I guess. We talked about that today. But if somebody came into chat and was like, I want you to eat my feces, and that gets me off, I'd be like, well, that's kind of targeted. And I think it's the targeted bit that kind of gets me, is like, I don't want people to say that about, like, for me to do it. I don't want people to request stuff from me, but I don't mind having more of an open conversation. Yeah. So I get a lot more, we've had quite a few people just, like, crossing a line there. Spamming, and then, or, like, doing stuff that is specifically against the rules. I think a lot of the time that is specifically to try and get banned. And if that's the case, we normally ban them after stream, just so we don't give them the satisfaction of getting banned live on stream. They'll just get a long time out. As an artist, you get to say who you do art for. Yeah, exactly. Like, I love doing art for my mod team because I can't really pay them back for the effort that they do on this channel very easily, so I make them art. I make them VTuber models. But then if someone was like, well, you made a free model for Shifty, why won't you make a free model for me? It's like, because one, Shifty is my IRL friend, and two, Shifty helps me out every day with modding, and I literally can't do anything else other than give free art. So yeah, it would be like, because the situation is entirely different, and I wanted to. Oh, dear God, mowing your own backyard doesn't mean he won't charge you to mow your... Exactly. That's a very good way of putting it, Adishadderall. Yeah, it hasn't happened to me yet, I will say. No one said that to me. I've seen it happen to other people, but not to me. But then I'm only really semi-professional. I make some money off it, but I wouldn't say it's like a normal wage. So I'm semi-professional. I do it on the side. It's my side thing. Side hustle. Yeah. I don't have a main hustle. I only have side hustles. Yeah, there are weird people out there. Thankfully, a lot of the community do push out bad actors. Yeah, I think as well, like, if someone is consistently being a problem, like, I do think there is, once again, streamers do talk behind the scenes. So if someone is being, like, a big problem, normally people will talk about it. Yeah, so it's, you know, there is, like, I think sometimes an idea that streamers don't talk to each other outside of their streams, but, like, a lot of us do. So if someone's been an asshole in someone else's chat, I might preemptively ban them in mine, kind of thing. And vice versa. We also share ban info and all that kind of stuff, so... Yeah, Makers and Crafting is not a huge community. If you're really mean to one streamer, most other people will find out. Oh dear. I know one person is consistently offering to be a stitch tester to test Soa for me, or to get the thing for free, and I keep having to say no. Yeah, that's really uncomfortable. Like, that's very uncomfortable. Like, if you had offered to them, like, hey, I'll send it to you for free if you test it, cool. You know, initiated by the creator. It's weird when it's like, forced like that. Especially while you're live and you're, like, having to respond to it on the spot. Like, that's not a fun way of interacting with people. No, don't like that. Would bother me. Look, I do not do commissions, more so because I'm wanting to improve my art before I do it. Ooh, eventually. Ooh, very exciting. But yeah, no, I take draw people I know. I've got a permission form, and sometimes I take requests for an idea assistant, ask if I could draw a picture of her and a family. And I wasn't planning to do anything, so I didn't mind. But if you got to me like, draw me, I shall not do so. Yeah. Well, it's a privilege to have people draw art of you, or art for you, or anything like that. Like, that is a privilege when people do that. It is never expected. I mean, even when I would like to get to the point where I can actually commission artists. That would be really cool. But like, if I ever get to that part, even then it's still a privilege to be able to commission artists whose art I enjoy. All of the art that I've got from like conventions and stuff like that, I feel privileged to own it. It's like, it's a nice thing, but you're definitely not owed it by anyone. Oh dear. Hell. That bothers me. No, don't apologize. You're all good. You're all good. I can always scroll if I can't see the top. Thankfully, I could just about see the top. Basically, they asked me if I already drew her husband and their son as a gift. Oh, the little man was turning 1. A small bean. I will say my family sometimes asks that. I like this. I think this is really nice. Will sometimes ask for art for Christmas and birthdays, and I did the same thing. So there's a few artists in my family, people who are very, very good at what they do. And sometimes people will ask, hey, for Christmas or for my birthday, could you draw me a piece which I could put in this room? Or could you do something for my workspace or area, or depending on what people do. So sometimes for Christmases and birthdays, we'll request art of each other. And I think that's nice, because then you can do, especially because like normally it's like, could you make something for this space? So you're not pressured to do any one specific thing, and that's nice. But yeah, like I am planning on when the house is a little bit more finished, asking a few people if they want to get me a Christmas present or birthday present. Hey, I would love a print of one of their art pieces that I could put somewhere in the house. But that's the only time where I'd ever ask for it, would be if they're asking what they can get me for my birthday. And they're like, what can I get you for my birthday? Be like, can I have a print of that art piece, or a print, one of your prints, so I can put it up in my house? That's not the only time I'd ask. Oh dear. When you're live and people ask for favors or suggest ideas and they won't answer, and it's awkward because I instinctively feel like there has come to a point where I do just like, I think it was probably about this time last year where I just started being like, no. And then kept going. Like I just immediately put my foot down, which it does come across as quite rude and quite brash, I think, but at the same time it gets the message across, because if you pussyfoot around it, people keep asking. So I've just got to the point of being like, nah. Oh, but thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. I'm actually sitting pretty well right now, believe it or not, but I do need to hydrate. Oh, busy. Did they inform me they just oh yeah, they said they're willing to pay. Oh, that's really sweet. Hell yeah. Yeah, I often ask for it for birthdays and Christmas. It's like, you know what, would happily do that. Just let me do that. There's also some of my artist friends who I do want to just buy some of their previous prints. There's one in particular. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because you can get it on Etsy, but because I'm running low on stock, I'm saving up for it, so I don't want any of you to buy it before I can buy it. But she has a print that I really, really like, and I've been wanting to save up for it for a minute so that I can put that up in the craft room, because I think it's going to fit the vibe immaculate. It's like perfect colorway for what we're doing in the loft. And I was like, I see it, I love it, and I want to buy it, but I just need to save up a little bit more. But I can't tell you what it is, because otherwise someone's going to come snipe me on it. Oh dear. Yeah, I'd love to get to a point where I could commission people more regularly. There's something wet on my desk, and I'm gonna assume, yeah, it's Pepsi. Ah dear. Yeah, I'd love to be in that position. I'm not there yet, but it'd be nice to be there one day. Yes. And just fill my house of art. I'm also very lucky that Shiny's the same. We both like getting, like, Shiny has commissioned art pieces for me for Christmas before from his friends. So we are very much in the we like to get. We like to know who the artist is, and like have, like, how to put it, like if somebody compliments a piece of art in the house, we can be like, oh, that's by so and so, you know. So yes, we're both in the same boat. We both like collecting art from friends, so it's good. Excuse me. Oh my god, sorry. I've started to try being more direct too lately. I think it helps if you have a British accent, because people assume that you're going to be pretty direct with them anyway. Oh dear. What am I making? Thank you for the hick. And this is the big piece of smocking, which, by the way, we've nearly finished. We're on the last row. And if we turn it over this side, this is what it looks like on the top. And it will eventually look like this when it's all neatened up. So this will become this, but it's really early stages right now. So it'll get there, but it's not there yet. And they're going to be the arms for over the shoulder. They're cool, thank you. Yeah, this has been taking a really long time. It's a really slow process, but I think I've been getting quicker as we've been going. It feels like it's the same thing, but I do feel like I'm getting quicker at it. I think I'm able to better do it in the background, so like chatting and doing this at the same time than when we started, so it feels like it's getting faster and faster. Yo, make it thank you! Yeah, it feels like we're zooming more than we used to. And we're doing a second stream today as well, so we'll get even more done. If you weren't here earlier, I am doing a test stream on YouTube later. It's not because I'm planning to move across to YouTube or anything like that. My fear long term with Twitch is that Twitch is going to do something which makes it an unfun place to stream. And since streaming is my hobby, I would like to have a backup place which I can go and stream if Twitch does do anything that would mean that I'd have to leave. So I'm going to be doing some streams on YouTube just to have like that backup, because Twitch is streaming is my hobby, and it would be a shame to lose my hobby. And we'll be doing it on the main channel. That should be a correct link. Yeah, there it is, the main channel. Yeah, it's just going to be a test stream today though, so don't expect anything super exciting. I just need to like get used to how YouTube works, because it's very different to Twitch. Like the way that you set up your streams is completely different. So fingers crossed it works. If not, we'll all just laugh as everything goes wrong. We'll laugh as my stream burns in the flames of YouTube hell. But yes, we're going to be giving that a go later. And that means that hopefully if anything did happen on Twitch, at least until I feel a bit more stable on Twitch, because just with some of the decisions they've been making and the things they've been announcing, it almost feels like they're making it a less fun place to stream. And I'm hoping they rectify it and everything goes well, because I love streaming on Twitch and I love the community here. But I also am not feeling safe enough in that I don't want a backup. So I'm not going to be doing less streams on Twitch. It just means there'll be a few extra streams a week that you can catch on YouTube. So no one here will be missing out on anything. There'll just be some extra ones over on the other side. Yes, that's about it. Oh dear. And we'll still be streaming the same times on Twitch, so still doing my morning streams and stuff like that, probably around 5 to 6 days a week. Oh no, extra streams, however will we cope? I didn't want anyone to think that I was gonna stop going here. Dear. May I know what they're announcing? Oh, they've gone back on it now. But they nearly did a really bad one a few months ago, which is what sent a lot of people to Kick, was that announcement, which again, they've reversed it, but they nearly did it, and that was a problem. And that was to do with their sponsorship. So it would have been that you could only get sponsorships through Twitch's sponsor program, and you have to very clearly follow the rules of exactly what Twitch does, which is where you have the sponsor and stuff like that, which would mean external sponsorships would basically not happen. It would mean charity sponsorships and stuff like that would not happen. There was a lot of problems with it. It meant that the way that most big streamers earn their main source of income was just scrapped. It was, yeah, but again, it didn't go through. They have gone back on it. I would say, Anime, if you're interested, a lot of people have done videos on it on YouTube. You can probably go, it wasn't that long ago. It was only a month or so ago. If you want an in-depth look, they're going to be better than I am. Ah, dear. But yes, they did some stuff like that, which, and seeing those kind of announcements, it worries you about the longevity of this platform. And I think having a backup, again, the thing is, no one here will miss out on anything. I'll still be doing the same streams here that I do every day. It just means there'll be some extra ones a week. So I didn't want to do it in a way that anyone felt like they were missing out, or that I was like favoring another platform. I still favor Twitch, but yes, I will be building a bit of a backup on YouTube, just in case anything does happen to Twitch, so that I have somewhere I can just keep streaming on. I think it works as well because I'm not specifically looking to grow on YouTube. I just wanna be able to stream somewhere. I just don't want to give up streaming if Twitch does something silly. I think it's good though. Twitch needs some competition. I mean, obviously Kick is coming out there as competition, although there is still a lot of questionable stuff that's happening over there. But giving it some time, and maybe with some, what would you call it, moderation and stuff, Kick could be a proper competitor to Twitch. And I think Twitch would benefit from having someone directly in competition with them. YouTube, maybe over time. It's still very much a video platform rather than a streaming platform. But maybe. But Kick's, so definitely. Oh dear, and I have watched a couple streams on Kick now, and it is basically exactly the same as Twitch, except that there are some very questionable people on there. Oh dear, but I guess from the streaming perspective it seems the same. But I don't really want to stream on Kick. I don't really want to stream on Kick. Not yet, anyway. Unless Kick wants to pay me. Oh dear. But yeah, no. So later today we're going to be doing a test stream on YouTube. It is very much going to be a test stream and we just test if alerts work and making sure that everything is running relatively smoothly and that don't have to change anything dramatic. But we're going to be giving it a go. And I'm excited to try. And so I'm trying something new. I've not streamed on a different platform ever. So it'll be very new ground. But I am excited to give that a go. Oh dear. The nice thing as well is, so on Twitch, this is no one's fault, and this is completely in my own brain, so I don't want anyone to be like, oh, it's me, it's not you, it's me. But I always feel a lot of pressure to not stream, not to start a stream really, really late. And I feel really guilty when I do, because a lot of my audience are here first thing in the morning. So if I start 4 hours late, they can't go. And there are days where I can't start first thing in the morning because I have something going on, and it always makes me feel a bit guilty. So having YouTube as a second one would be nice, because if I'm always doing later streams on YouTube, then I don't have to worry because the audience is different anyway. And if someone can catch both, great. But if not, then I don't have to worry. Oh dear. And I don't feel like I've streamed at a bad time for my audience. So it's also good for that. Cool if YouTube made YouTube streams kind of like YouTube music. Yeah, you know what? It's a small change, but it would make a huge difference for discoverability. Because yeah, you're not going to grow very easily as a streamer unless you're already big on YouTube. I think it's pretty difficult to grow as a streamer, whereas on Twitch you can grow even from nothing. So yes, you're not wrong. Oh, listen, Kick can apparently afford to pay the GBD of the small country to some streamers. You never know what they might offer. Yeah, I am not in such a good position that I wouldn't take money to move platforms. So yes. But then again, I am also not a particularly valuable streamer, I don't think. Not in a self-deprecating way, but I think to the platform, I don't think I add a lot of value. We're not high turnover, streamers or anything like that. And also I'm not a partner, so they don't get the extra cut from me. So I don't think that I'm probably someone that Twitch really cares to keep, if that makes sense. Nor do I think that that Kick would necessarily pay to have me. I mean, I'm happy with what I do. I'm happy with the stuff that we make, but I don't think, I don't think it's maybe what the streaming platforms care so much for. There actually is a country with DVD smaller than a month. Really? Oh my god. Yeah, they did pay. Who was it? Was it XQC? I think got paid a lot of money to go to Kick. Maybe? Streamer News? I think it's XQC. Honestly, Twitch, if Kick can afford more, just buy all the top streamers off Twitch. I think just having one top streamer on Kick, maybe it's helps, but I think if you had a few, I know, I keep seeing this on Twitter, but I think it's Asmongold, who I think is a very big streamer. I could be wrong. I think they're pretty big. I know that they were saying that they'd go to Kick. Should buy them as well. They seem big. Oh, yeah, he's pretty big. I thought he was pretty big. Even my new, his community don't stress about time too much. We're here to hang out and check your whips. If you can't do a stream at certain times sometimes. I know. Again, this is what I mean. Is everyone in the community is very sweet. It's not you guys. It's in my head. It bothers me if I'm off schedule and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin it. Nobody can catch it because I'm so off schedule. And so it's not a pressure that any viewer has put on me. It's a pressure that I put on myself. But I think by having YouTube as a backup platform, that also means that if I want to randomly stream at 7 p.m, which I doubt, that's normally when I'm having a migraine, but if I did, if I wanted to stream me having a migraine, I could do it on YouTube rather than having to do it on Twitch. Yeah, it's not you guys, it is me. I'm the problem, it's me. I do a handful of streams and then retire. Hell yeah. 100 million? You kidding me? Nah, I actually keep going. I like being busy. I think I'd be bothered if I wasn't doing anything. But yeah, I mean that's life-changing money. Oh dear. Who else? I mean, honestly as well, Kick could probably do well. Kick also has Amaranth now, but I don't think Kick paid for Amaranth. I think Amaranth just went over because the money was better, which is honestly fair enough. But Amaranth was, for subs and bits, one of Twitch's highest earners. Because you have to bear in mind, Twitch gets at least 50% of all of that. So that was a big loss. Even though they're not, for viewership, the highest streamer, they're pretty big for like the money that Twitch would have earned through them. So that was a pretty big one. I know how you feel. I had that mindset too. Yeah. Oh dear. But I think it's a good thing. Again, it means if I want to do an extra stream, I can, and if not, no pressure. But it's something that I could do, and I think having YouTube there, it's good. It gives me something to do if anything does go dramatically wrong on Twitch. Which I hope that it doesn't, to be honest. I love it here. But just in case, I want to have a backup. I had almost exact speech, my daughter. You did exactly what you were supposed to do in a different way. And it's all me, not you. You didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. I remember my parents having that talk with me once because, so I had a new outfit and my parents told me that if I wanted to get that one washed, I'd have to hand wash it. So I was like, okay, I'll hand wash it. And they were like, so I was like, what do I use? And they were like, oh, just use like the hand wash under the sink. And I was like, okay. And I went and used the hand wash under the sink. Except that it was like the little one that you're meant to like wash your hands with, not the hand wash liquid. I used the hand wash. And my parents afterwards were like, how was it? Was it okay? And I was like, oh yeah, it went fine. Except we ran out of hand wash. And they were like, what? Didn't we have like a full tub? And I was like, no. And also, I had to use a lot. And then I smelled like soap. Oh dear. I need specific instructions. Oh. Yeah, I did exactly what I was told. I was told to hand wash this, and I did. Oh, do you remember Ninja left for big money and then came back to Twitch? So it's happened before. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I did exactly as I was told. I used the hand wash to wash it, and I thought it was a bit weird, but I was like, that's what they've told me to do. I'll use the hand wash. And I mean, I'm assuming it was clean. It was just very, like, you could smell it. Not in a bad way, but like, you smelled like hand soap. Oh dear. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, good times. Yeah, there's been a few times I remember when I was a kid where I was like, I did what I was told, but maybe not the right thing technically. But I did do what I was told. I tried to be a good kid. I just got a little confused sometimes. Especially because hand wash and hand wash do have the same name. In my defense of like, in defense of me as like a child. they have the same name. Oh dear. Oh, God, it's so good. Alright, this is, by the way, sorry, we've been kind of like discussing a lot of stuff, so we've just sort of been nonchalantly doing this in the background. This is the last stitch. We've done it. We did it. We've done a lot, honestly, and that was relatively quick. 4 hours, not bad. For doing, I guess it would have been 7.5 lines, I think. 7.5 lines in 4 hours? It's pretty good. Probably doesn't seem like it, but it's a lot of different knots. It's a hell of a lot of knots. A lot of neatening as well. We still have to neaten the top, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'll probably do that later. Or tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. Good for smocking, not great for Tetris. True. Tetris gives me so much anxiety. I don't know how people do it. Like, I love watching it. Like, you know the competitive Tetris and stuff? I love watching competitive Tetris. But, like, when it comes to actually doing that myself, I don't know how people remain calm. But it's really cool. Is it Tetris 99 that I'm thinking of? Like, when you can go up against 100 people? I think that's the one that I watch more of. Tetris 99. But, like, yeah, it stresses me out, the idea of doing it. But I love watching other people play, especially when people are really good at it. It's like, whoa. This is so heckin' impressive. Also, there we go. All of that is done now. That's a big piece, by the way. Like, this is a big piece of smocking. And we probably took about 8 hours on this, I think, I want to say, because I did this part off stream and this part on stream. So, not bad, not bad. 8 hours, very nice. Hell yeah. Played, welcome on in. I am actually just finishing for the day until later where I'm going to go live again, but on YouTube. So, I'm going to give myself some lunch and I'm going to try and see if I can set up a premiere for the stream on YouTube. So technically we do have a second stream today, but it's going to be in a few hours because I'm going to eat something. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm going to see if the weather outside's okay because I'm like a little worried about how hard it's been raining considering how dry it's been recently. Yes. All right, let me find someone and we can raid you all into them. Let's see. Oh my god, wait, what? Whoa, that's really cool. Sorry, someone that I'm following has like a really cool title, but I don't know how they managed to get an emoji in there like that. That's sick. That's really cool. Wow. People are so smart. Heck. All right, who can we go into that would be a good call? Ooh. Oh, wait, are you going to TwitchCon Paris? Sorry, 2 seconds. Suze, are they going to TwitchCon? Ooh, if you are going to TwitchCon Paris, stay safe, look after yourself. Bit risky, good luck. I genuinely hope for everyone that's going that they stay safe. It looks like they might be doing an Artist Alley at TwitchCon, which is very exciting. Oh dear, get some lunch. Hell yeah, thank you, Play, bless you. So I'm gonna go right into Sue, who is, oh my god, that's so good. Who is doing some heckin' cool medieval style art for right now from the looks of it. Looks fantastic. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, if you are going to Paris, stay safe. Look after yourself. I'm starting to think that the fact that they didn't announce a cosplay contest is a bit of a blessing in disguise, because I don't know that I'd want to go as things are right now, to be honest. But if you are going, I do hope you have an amazing time. Thank you. I do hope you have an amazing time, and I do hope you stay safe. All right, I'm going to send you over to Sue. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for helping me with words earlier as well. That was very cool. And I will be back on YouTube a little bit later, just doing a test stream, feeling things out, seeing how things go. All right, let me send you all over there now. Take care, everyone.